32. That's an appropriate age.
Not like us.
Right. Not like us. Not geriatric pregnancies. But for your brother,
right,
to picture where he was at 32, a board opping for God knows who. What job was he at when Abigail came?
He might have been at what was the name of the uniform place?
Oh, you mean the store? Jerry Cosby?
No, not sports uniforms, like actual uniforms. They deliver uniforms to different places.
I don't even know.
But no, he was also working at the bank. He was working at a bank, and he was like running the board at the Fan. And Abigail was on her way, and David went into Mark Chernoff's office to ask for a raise.
Okay, how'd that go?
He was cut off by Russo. Oh, no, he was cut off by Steve Cohen, who said, I'll help you out, Dave. I'll get you more money. Went into Chernoff's office, came back and said goodbye.
He
got no money. Then, as he's not fired.
Not fired.
You're good. You're not getting anything.
Right.
Then Chris Russo comes over to him and said, David, you can't leave. Go work at the bank. Come on. How much money are you making, Dave? You got to be making like 80, 90,000, right?
I forgot about this story.
And I was like, 80, 90,000 running the board at the Fan 20 years? Are you nuts? Then he told Chris
what he made.
Which
was I'm guessing a horrifying hourly number.
And it was probably like $20,000. And my Russo gave my brother a hug and said goodbye.
Yo, that is the ultimate Russo story. Because it shows you that he could be working in a place
right,
and have that little of an idea of what's going on in the place.
Right.
What are you making, 80, 90 grand?
Yeah, because 2003 at the Fan, board ops were not making 80, 90,000.
Don, they're not making that now. Three of them aren't making that. That is incredible. Well, happy birthday, Abigail.
Hello, boys.
Hi.
Hello.
I apologize for being tardy. I was across the office sitting down having a delightful sales meeting.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, no one knew you were tardy, so you just announced it to everybody. You could have been having a quiet moment in the story.
We had
We
back.
kept you honest.
6 minutes in. If you don't hear my voice 6 minutes in, you know something.
Right, no, people thought you were dead.
Let's
but
be
we
honest.
didn't blow up your spot.
Oh, Alan's off today.
Right.
No, I was too busy. I was had a couple of
A couple of pops.
a little.
I did.
Had some taste.
Because
did you get a second? Because I was asking
I
for
got
seconds.
A third.
Yeah, me too.
You had a third. We
Yeah,
both
yeah.
had three.
No,
By the
there
way,
was some
is that
samples
good?
of some possible sponsorships, and
It was.
I partook.
I'm in.
And you're in.
I'm already in. I told
Can
him.
I- can I ask you-
Yeah.
I told him we're done. We're done. This will be too easy.
Respectfully, though, I don't want to make this uncomfortable. And I'm not.
Please
I'm not
do.
looking at you two. I'm looking at whoever the people are who arranged this. So they're interested in doing something with the show.
Yes.
You probably know where I'm going here.
All right.
They're interested in doing something with the show.
Yeah.
It's a product that any of us would enjoy.
Yeah.
You weren't in on it?
No,
thought you were.
But I wasn't
notice
in
that-
on the one you
No,
had
no,
one
no,
the
no.
same time.
Hold on.
Are you doing one for all for one?
Not at all. Of course, everyone has their own one-off things. That's not all. Don.
But this isn't a one-off.
I wasn't in there with Alan, and you did not you. That was a Peter meeting. I thought you were having a Don meeting, but you come out and you go, "Oh no, it's a Don and Alan meeting." Well, the three of us are.
No, I just think it was a case of, I wasn't strong enough. I needed support. Alan came in. He was the Mariano Rivera.
So they said
Close the deal,
Yeah.
baby.
But no, you
Enter
don't.
Sandman was going to play, but I said Don doesn't like that song.
Yeah, they said there's only one man.
So I need the Timmy trumpet. I needed that.
Well, I hope.
That's it. And I came in. I said, "It was very nice meeting you.
Yeah,
Hopefully
that's
we'll
it.
do business." But Alan, please.
And Alan came in and
finish.
sealed the job.
Listen.
Yeah.
So we don't know where this is going. I'm just saying, if this turns into a fruitful partnership,
Yeah.
where you guys are all going, oh, it's Friday night, time for some delicious beverages from so and so,
Yep.
and I go, all right, well, I hope you guys
I
have
think they're
fun.
just trying to-
I'll sit and have some OJ.
I think they're just trying to spread the wealth out a little bit. That's all.
No, but this is different.
But you had a meeting.
You can't ever hold on. Do you ever recall a time in all of our years working together? We've worked on other programs where two people have a thing going. Oh no, I can. Me and Michael at one point both had a thing going that I had sort of piggybacked onto that you were not a part
Did
of.
I complain about it? No, I just let
Apparently not.
people go about their business.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but it sounded good though. Now you guys are both partying before the show, and
I am not responsible for anything that happens. in the
No,
next
it was all good. I mean, just a
40
little
minutes.
thimble of just a
What?
Just a little
I
taste.
filled that thing.
Well, listen.
repeatedly. God bless.
We were telling stories. It was great.
Yeah, it sounds like a time, man.
Well,
It
I'm
was a
sorry. I had
time.
a show to do.
Well, listen, you're a professional.
Yeah.
But
Well,
are you trying to say that Alan
Hey,
did
you
you
want
show
to lead
drunk?
the way?
I'm just
That's
saying.
fine.
I'm just
out
saying.
here. I'm just out here
It
orbiting
came at
right
the
now.
expense of 6 minutes of the show.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So-
well worth it.
But we were just saying happy birthday to my niece Abigail. David's daughter's
There
23
you
today.
go. Oh, wow.
And I just called her. She's vacationing in Arizona.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And we was just telling the story that Chris Russo doesn't know what money is.
yeah.
So that
well,
was
he
the way we
knows what
closed
it
out.
is.
Well, I
he
don't
doesn't
think he
know
does.
that no one
He
has
doesn't know what
nearly
it's
as
worth.
much as he does.
He just doesn't know what people get paid.
By the way, you know who's throwing out the first pitch tonight at Citifield?
I
Speaking
did
of-
see this.
Timmy Trumpet.
Is that true?
Not Timmy Trumpet.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
Nope.
No, but it's him?
No.
The guy?
But it's along that line of like the
Baja man.
Metsy. No, but you're getting warmer. Come on.
You're shooting around it.
Come on. Yeah, you are shooting around it.
It's not the Baja man. It's
No.
not Timmy Trump.
No, but it's like in that
In
vibe.
that wheel. Hawk Tua.
No, but you're
Danhausen?
getting, nope. No, you're cold. You're ice cold now.
Now, yeah, you're
ice
warm.
cold.
Now you got cold.
Come on. Come on.
It's a Met thing.
It's a Met thing.
It's a big thing.
Donnie, hit the button.
All
right
right.
there.
Jose Iglesias.
Jose
is throwing
Iglesias.
out the first pitch.
Throwing out the first pitch. Probably going to have the song on.
By the way, when
Feeling the vibes.
I just want to be clear. When you said Timmy Trumpet vibes, and I said, that guy, I actually meant Jose Iglesias.
Okay.
I was confusing Timmy Trumpet and oh my God for a
But
moment.
you know what? Sometimes
He's out of
yo-yos-
the league? He's out of the league altogether?
Yes.
Well, he's now a performer.
And he's a full-on performer?
Yeah,
That's it?
Yes.
He's
I
full
believe
time.
he's doing some Broadway or something. Wasn't he doing
I
something
think
like
so. I think so.
Yeah.
You tangled your yo-yos. There's a bunch of yo-yos, and you just tangled.
I
a bunch
tangled.
of them.
I hate when that
Timmy
happens.
Trumpet.
Yeah, he's doing Broadway.
Jose Iglesias, Hawk Tua.
that? Yeah, you were there.
You should have threw. You just left Grimace out. That's it.
Alan, it just reminded. I made Don almost spit up. If Don had a drink, I would have made him spit up during the meeting.
During the meeting now.
Yes, because we were talking about the. Don was. Don, I think I can say this without saying anything too out of school.
I don't think so.
Don was saying that like he was impressed with Dart yesterday on the show. You should go back and listen if you didn't hear it. And we were saying that
I'm just thinking about what
he was, and we were saying the difference between Scatabo and Dart. And he said, I think they both have some qualities that are similar, but like Dart can definitely be coached up to like be the guy. And I said, Scatabo, the only thing you can coach him up on is to not drink out of the wrong side of the cup. And Don almost lost it. Just picturing Scatabo drinking out of the top of a cup and pour it all over.
I love the kid because he's just he's jacked up on Mountain Dew
every day.
But did you hear him say how this year, he knows that he's used to just running through people. This year he's hoping to run around them.
Yeah.
And it's all like,
well,
son, that's not what you're here for.
Yeah.
Not only that, if you no longer have if you lost it to the degree that you now can't run through them, you didn't gain enough to be able to go around them.
I mean,
I think through is the only way.
That's again, like we said with Dart. This is what got you here. It's okay. This is what got you here.
But it came up because the Giants signed Najee Harris, and he didn't play much of last year with the Chargers because of an injury, but he is a 1,000-yard back.
No, he's good.
And people brought up, it's been talked about, well, maybe this is a threat to Tracy for missing the block because Harris can pass block. No, listen, Tracy's the number one. He's RB1. He's not losing his job. I'm not saying that they're happy that he missed the block. He's not losing his job, all right? And I think if Harris is healthy, he could be RB2.
Yeah, I know. Alan, you were saying a lot of Scat is one. I'll bet you even money.
You saw who they
the number of carries. We could do a discrepancy on carries between Tracy and Scatabo.
But you see Harbaugh likes he got a fullback that's a lunatic, that's an absolute blocking machine, right?
Perfect.
Like
he should be there to make sure that Dart doesn't get blown up.
He'll be in plays. Yeah. I just think that actually carrying the ball, Tracy's the number one back.
And I think Scatabo, like, don't forget what made Scatabo really valuable last year was third downs and also coming out of the backfield and catching the ball and being a nice little safety blanket for Dart.
Yeah,
and I think that's a very useful thing for him. But I do think when we get into this thing, I think Tracy will end up feeling like the true number one back. Now, he's still got to learn how to pick up the blitz and not let his quarterback get assassinated.
That was a tough moment, but I think he's still good at that. It was just it was a bad moment, but I do think because it was Dart, because he went into the concussion protocol, it definitely got blown out of proportion.
But it's a nice room. You add Najee Harris. That's actually a nice little.
No, it is.
It's a nice little
If
running
everybody's
back.
healthy, I
The
think
guy, I
think
guess,
it's good.
that they did move on from was Juju.
Yeah, Juju's.
He couldn't stay
By the
healthy
way,
and-
Odell lives to see another day.
Yeah,
Juju moves
he
on.
may be next.
Oh.
But what you're seeing with the Harris pickup, to me, more so than reading what happened to Tracy against the Vikings, is that Harbaugh's, it's going to be old school. I think Harbaugh looks at the Giants, understands the history, understands when this team is good, what are they?
Line of scrimmage,
That's it.
physical. They run, and they also have a defense that will absolutely murder somebody.
Right. And unfortunately, they didn't have that last year in Baltimore, and that's why they missed the playoffs, and then they had problems with the quarterback or whatever. But the Giants, when you take a look at the last 2 Super Bowls, get your quarterback play, run the ball like they did with Jacobs and Bradshaw. You're going to pass for sure, but you are going to be a team that is going to be thinking about running the football, and that's why he wants to have as good a running back room as possible.
I agree.
A, to run the football, but also B, to be able to protect his franchise quarterback.
That's why I just had to laugh because we've been talking about that's what John's going to want to do with this team. They're going to run. They're going to be a running team. They're going to be a physical team. That's what he wants. And that's also to help your young quarterback. Because if you have a strong running game, what does that do? That's going to open up a lot of opportunities for him to throw the ball when they're sitting on the run because they feel it's coming.
The play action is
helps,
going to be big for him. Yeah.
So it helps a young quarterback. But it's amazing that we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago, and I got pushback from some Giants fans, like as if, yeah, right, they're going to be a running team. Like, yeah, no, this is what they're going to do.
They're not going to be 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Well, come on.
But they are going to run more
anymore.
than most teams
But you know
do
what
in
I
the league.
mean when I say that they're going to be a team that runs. They're going to that's going to establish everything for them. Their ability to run the football and stop the run. And they couldn't stop the run in week 1 of the preseason.
They
That's
drafted wide receivers. They signed a bunch of wide receivers. They're going to want to throw the ball too. But they're going to want to be a well-rounded team that can run the football. And you're starting to see now, even though the running back position still isn't viewed as a position that you draft high or pay, you're starting to see the running back kind of making a bit of a comeback here as far as changing things up instead of just dropping back and throwing 75 times a game. That I think teams are going to want to run the ball, and I think John Harbaugh wants to have a well-rounded offensive team. We'll get into the football a little bit later on.
Sure,
Interesting ESPN list that I haven't seen yet. I heard about it. Jake Asman, who was filling in for Carlin today.
Well, that's interesting.
Wow, that would have been
Hey, listen,
something.
I'm sorry. It's a C.
Yeah, but so different.
Well, have you seen Carlin lately? He's losing a lot of weight.
Oh, that's not how I mean. I meant one wonderful gem of a human being and another
You
person.
could have just let it go. You can't let things go.
No.
So anyway,
Michael's proud of my vindictiveness.
I get it.
I don't move forward.
And
it's a compliment to Carlin, who I'm a huge fan
right,
of.
now,
and is
I
a
am
huge
too.
guy.
But he was filling in for Chris Carlin.
There it is.
Big shoes
And
to fill.
that ESPN has the list ranking the NFL teams' futures over the next 3 years. So I'm interested to see where the Jets and Giants land on that.
Ooh.
I think pretty high, right? The Jets with all their draft picks.
I would think
the Giants with a brand new head coach, and a young
Giants could
quarterback.
be near the top.
But I purposely didn't look at it yet, and you guys haven't seen it, so we could probably make some predictions a little bit later on. But I wanted to open with the Yankees because just as we got off the air yesterday, we learned that Max Fried was placed on the IL 15 days.
Of course he was.
With a left elbow bone bruise. Listen, they're in the infancy of this ridiculously 8-year-long contract, all right? It's already year 2. It's the second time that he's been hurt this year. Now, they get Rodon back tonight, but now it's like a trade, and it's not a fair trade because, I'm sorry, Fried's better. But I thought about this, and I wanted to just get your reaction to it. We could take calls on it as well, 1-800-919-3776. I'm a big vibe guy. Like, you get a vibe of a season, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think Allen's going to be on board with this. Like, at what point do you just look at it, it just doesn't feel like it's the Yankees' year? It's like it's just all these injuries, and as soon as they get somebody back, they lose somebody. And listen, the pitching's been fantastic, but now Fried's been part of that. And we don't know what Rodon's going to do. We don't know if he's going to come in here and be Max Fried. The back of his baseball card tells you he's not going to be. But he might fall right in line and pitch well, and Weathers has been great, and everybody else has been terrific as well. But don't you get you lose Judge, you lose Bellinger, just when you're starting to get healthy, just when you're starting to feel like that maybe things are kind of looking up, bang, Max Fried's now out for the next 50 days. Are you getting – now you're Mr. Pessimism when it comes to your sports teams.
It is true.
do you kind of have that feeling like, God, how much more do they have to overcome here? Is this just one of those seasons?
Yeah, well, because of all the injuries, you feel that way, right? And the way things have kind of happened for them. But I don't know why there's something about the fact that all it has to do is just get right by September. You know what I mean? Like, this is not a long-term situation for him. He's going to miss a couple of starts. They retroactive to his last start. Like,
I get it.
It's a soreness thing. They want to make sure. Are you just being careful because he missed a lot of time and then he threw and he was getting after it? That maybe, all right, if the minute you feel even something, shut him down. Just to make sure, because we need you in October. And we're not going to have you play through anything in August. It doesn't matter right now. They're going to make the playoffs. You've said it a billion times. So with that in mind, is this just simply, okay, this is a year we've got a lot of weird things happening with the roster, with injuries and everything else. All we've got to do is just get everybody safe and healthy come October 1st. That's all we've got to do. And then we can see what this team can be. Well, that's the kind of season it's starting to feel like to me. And I'm could it be anything else? Worried.
But how could it be anything else?
That's all you got.
It's the only. That's the best case version.
I'd feel like this must be that kind of season if he was like, oh, he's out for the season. Like, if it was something like that, then it's like, okay, like there's too many bad things are happening. But because it seems like a precautionary move of, okay, he's feeling something. Nope. Let's stop, shut it down. Let's get this done
suggested
now.
that. Michael suggested that
What
maybe it's a shrewd move by the Yankees because Rodon's coming back. Let's just make sure that Fried's healthy for the postseason. But that would be
how much time did he miss now, Fried? He was
out earlier this season.
He missed the start of the season.
Yeah. So it's.
But hold on,
he missed until June, didn't he? He didn't come back before the All-Star break, did he? He was before the All-Star break.
I don't remember when he came back.
I think he came back after Judge went out. I know that.
So, being that we're talking a lot about feel and hunch and hope that this year's different, if we're talking all about Juju, and obviously you want Max Fried to be all right, wouldn't you? If the gods are taking a pitcher because you're going to get back bats, you're a Yankee fan. You're sacrificing one pitcher. That's a place you could actually survive being down one.
That's a fair point.
The bats are where you can't survive.
See,
they
when
need Bellinger back.
When Bellinger grabbed his hamstring and started limping around that second base when he stretched out that one to a double, and then we didn't see him since. That's when you're like, wait a second, they already are without you.
A bridge too far.
You cannot lose this guy. That's like, it's as if something happens to Ben Rice. Then you'd start going like, you cannot lose any more guys that can hit. This does give you that, okay, look, it's a 15-day. Like, fine.
And this is the one position we're loaded at.
Yeah.
We're fine.
That's how I feel. So it's not.
This isn't a panic day.
Gloom.
No.
I am not like, I was feeling that maybe this just isn't the year, but because there's this sense of, can everyone just get back in time to play in the playoffs? Because that reality still exists, I've got to live in a place that says, Judge might be fresher, right? He might be fine. Bellinger, get him back. You've got some guys that have had to figure it out on their own. Something forced Lombard into the lineup, and the kid defensively is a difference maker, right? And he can handle himself with the bat. He's not overwhelmed. So there's some things happening with the lineup that sort of make you feel like, boy, if this thing really does come together, this might be a better team now than it was in April. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, he's made 15 starts. He has made 5 since he came back. His last outing before he went on the IL the first time was May 13th, and he came back on July 22nd.
Yeah, so he was, right.
So he's made 5 starts.
That was after the All-Star.
I'm sure it is precautionary. But what it also tells you is that are they waving the white flag? Like, hey, we're not catching the race. So let's just make sure we got all our ducks in a row here, that when we get to the playoffs, everybody's healthy.
But isn't that what you've said? What, is catching the Rays that big of a deal?
Well,
or is the bigger deal being healthy in October and saying we'll beat everybody?
But
we can beat anybody.
Understood. You like both things to be true because it's a big deal not winning this division. Because now you're going to have to play a best of 3, even if it's home. In all likelihood, you're going to have your 3 best pitchers going in that game in all likelihood against the Red Sox, and then not have at least 2 of them available for the series in the next round against the Rays. So it puts you at a huge disadvantage. It did last year. So I don't think they're winning the division. And I'm not saying that Fried makes that big of a difference because, again, the pitching has been terrific, and they're getting Bellinger back, and hopefully by September 1st they get Stanton back, and at some point in the next couple of weeks they get Judge back. And that's the most important thing, is just get everybody back. But you still want to win the division. It still makes things a heck of a lot easier to make the run.
It's 2 different things.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather make sure you're good to go in October than we got to win this division, so I need you to fight through. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just think it's different.
I get that, but also,
and like you said, it's not as if the rotation is like the Met rotation, where it's like, my God, we can't lose you. You're the one guy we can rely on. You know, with Fried, you can sacrifice a couple of starts to get him right.
And let's not forget too, be careful. Red Sox won last night as well. So they're only 3 back in the loss column of the Yankees for the first wild card. So don't play games. It's like, we just want to make the playoffs. Well, you want to make sure that those 3 games are at Yankee Stadium, too. You don't want to all of a sudden now you're playing those 3 games at Fenway.
Listen, man.
You don't want to put yourself at any kind of a huge disadvantage.
But if you're still scoring 1 or 2 runs a game, it ain't going to matter. Right? Like that. So you're not gonna keep that spot if you keep just scoring 1 or 2 runs a game. You're not keeping that spot. So that's still an area they got to figure out. There's a lot more to it than just one arm in your rotation.
All right, so your thoughts on the Yankees. I want to bring up the Mets, too, at some point today. Something happened. We looked it up that had not happened since 2015, and I'm not sure it ever happened under the same circumstances that happened to the Mets last night. And are they playing to the level where you're starting to think that maybe they have the right manager? Could we have that conversation? At 4:30, we've got Talk About It Tuesday. We've got ENN coming up at 6 o'clock. As I told you, we've got the whole ESPN Futures ranking with the NFL teams. We'll have lots of NFL to get into, as Aaron Glenn spoke today as well. Connor Hughes was on earlier today on ESPN New York, give his thoughts on what's going on with the Jets. We got a big show on a Tuesday. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg just getting started on ESPN New York.
D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino and Associates, and I know how a serious accident can change your life just like that.
I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and I understand that with pain comes medical bills and time out of work. Let us get you justice.
This is John Ryan, the closer. For over 35 years, our family has been getting accident victims every dollar they deserve.
I started this firm for the injured so they can bite back against the insurance companies.
Our legacy is to get you justice. Bite back.
To get you paid, bite back.
At D'Agostino and Associates, bite back means fight back. When you're hurt and they blame you, we bite back and get you every dollar you deserve. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey, so call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. 1-800-248-3222. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
When care matters most, experience matters more. The Allure Group is redefining rehabilitation and long-term care across New York with 6 convenient locations. Their expert clinicians create personalized care plans to help you recover, rebuild, and get back to what matters most. From short-term rehab to long-term care, Allure is committed to comfort, dignity, and results. To learn more, visit allurecare.com. The Allure Group, where care meets compassion.
The 2026 U.S. Open Tennis Championships are back, where the world's greatest city meets the world's greatest tennis players. Fan Week begins August 23rd. Experience the Mixed Doubles Championship on the 25th and 26th. And the U.S. Open Singles Championship starts Sunday, August 30th. All tickets on sale now at usopen.org. The U.S. Open, spectacular awaits.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Upgrade your outdoor living space with TimberTech, the #1 brand in premium decking from Rings End. Picture this, a deck that's the highlight of your backyard, turning heads season after season. Now, imagine 20, 30 years later. It's still going strong. And here's the best part. You haven't spent a moment sanding, staining, or sealing it. Visit your local Rings End for the stunning real wood looks of TimberTech decking, paired with the kind of durability that only advanced engineering can deliver. Backed by industry-leading warranties, TimberTech is the decking that performs for decades. Ask for it locally at Rings End.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Hey there, guys. Good afternoon. Pretty bad ride on the east side of town. FDR southbound over by East 73rd. Crash in the left lane involving a couple of SUVs. You're jammed there from the Triborough Bridge. Rough ride on the LIE eastbound, trying to leave Queens and head into Nassau County. Broken down box truck in the center lane by Marathon Parkway. Long line of brake lights there. Go back to Casino Boulevard. Inbound George, still have some road work on the upper deck. About 20 minutes using 8095. Cross Bronx eastbound keeps you on the brakes heading over to White Plains Road. Looks like a big collision out there. All lanes are out. Heading over to the outbound George, best of it, West Side Highway and Henry Hudson. Outbound Lincoln and Holland tunnels just about 5 to 10 minutes each. This report is sponsored by RockAuto.com. A bent tire rod can quickly bring a drive to a halt. For the parts needed to get back on the road, visit RockAuto.com. Find a wide selection of quality parts at reliably low prices. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Really bothers me these guys don't get along anymore. Just like the New Jersey Devils bring intensity on the ice, Viking Pest Control brings the same level of protection to your home. And I know this because I use Viking at my own place. The season may be over, but pests are always in play. So it's time to lock in your off-season defense as the pest control provider and proud partner of the Devils. Viking delivers 45 years of trusted experience to keep ants, cockroaches, stinging insects, rodents, mosquitoes, and more out of your zone. Their local team will build a personalized game plan that actually works. And when you bundle pest control with mosquito services, you score big savings. It's a major problem. Summer's coming to an end, but it's hot, it's humid, the insects come out. You got to get it taken care of. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com, protecting your home inside and out.
Sarah, smile off of a. I know you said you hate that they don't get along anymore.
But they figured out the business of it.
I would hope so.
They know very recently.
Yeah,
that was big news.
That's
They mended their legal problems.
So Jacob said the album dropped on this day. Don, can you name the year?
78?
Lower.
76?
Lower.
Oh, I wouldn't.
I did not expect.
Sarah Smiles that old?
75. Yeah, I did not expect 75.
So that song is 51 years old.
If it's a day.
And I got to tell you,
that's a great song.
When you see them about, I mean, it was a few years ago, but Oates did a guest spot on
John Oates.
It's you and me.
The Goldbergs, because the Goldbergs were based out of Philly, so then they were based out of Philly. And you see Darryl Hall around a lot.
I mean, around a lot, I'd say is
you know, he does like home remodels and stuff.
Yeah,
he's into that.
But you see,
I didn't know that. I knew he did performances at his house. He had that series.
Yes.
But they still look great for obviously deep in their 70s.
I haven't seen them now for. I probably last saw them. Oh man, it's probably at least 10 years since I've seen them. I saw them a bunch of times in the late aughts. You know, like 07, 10.
Right. Yeah.
I saw him a bunch. I got backstage once, met Daryl Hall. I have a drop from him somewhere.
Really?
Oh, that's right.
Seems like he'd be a good dude, right?
I don't know which one is the problem, to be honest. You know? Like, I hate to say it.
If you're Oates, you're like,
If I had to
early
guess,
on I was singing in
it's
these
Daryl.
songs. Now I'm
not
not singing
knowing
anymore.
anything.
All right, go ahead.
You're going to guess Daryl.
I'm going to guess Daryl.
You
Just
think
like I guess Paul with Simon and Garfunkel.
You think
It's
he just got too
I
big?
just think, and maybe I'm wrong to think this, but it just feels like the more talented guy is going to be the one that's going to have like
Get all the
problems
attention.
with handling.
But shouldn't it be the opposite?
You would think, but I think
And it's definitely, by the way,
Listen,
it's definitely
I
Paul.
think Art Garfunkel has the voice of an angel, okay? But clearly Paul had the majority of the talent, writing the songs, played guitar, and I feel the same way with Daryl Hall. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just felt like.
But do you know if that's true?
I don't. That was my impression. So I always felt like when it's not close,
Let's look at the
really
credits.
you can't have much of a say.
There you go. Check the credits.
I'm checking credits.
Song credits, go. Did you know that how big are you guys on Peacock as a streaming service?
Not at all.
I mean, I've spent my share of time.
Well, because you had the
WWE
rest
was
of
there
you
for
got that.
I'm good.
It keeps going up, the price.
What do you mean?
So it's 4 straight years the cost per month goes up.
What are they supplying besides like Sunday morning baseball and the
And-
occasional football game?
So Variety's got this story, right? The premium, so no ads, Peacock, is now going to be $19.99 a month. $20 a month.
Wow.
Wait. Say it. Peacock is up to $20 a month?
Yeah.
Dude, when Peacock
And the
started,
regular one that doesn't have like movies or any of that, they just have very small stuff.
Okay,
It's
what's
like,
that one?
That's going up to $8.99. So you're not even getting like live sports on that. And you're spending $9.
And that's just you can watch old episodes of Friends.
I guess so, yeah. Like what it has. Like
Because when I first started, when
But that's $20 a month?
Peacock had WWE, and in the early Peacock days, I think it was $4.99 a month. It was the best deal of all of them. It was like $5 a month. You got the whole NBC
You got
catalog.
everything,
You had WWE. It was all in there. But here's the thing: you want to keep adding sports to these places. They're spending more and more money.
Yeah.
And I saw a thing the other day. I'm sorry to be this guy. Did we put it up? It might have been. I don't remember who posted it up. NBA. No, the NBA posted it. It was like where to watch us this year.
Oh,
it had the schedule.
The graphics are unreal.
The graphic. I was like,
It's
dude,
just
it's a different thing every night.
I
Like,
told
it's
you the
crazy.
conference. Maybe I told Don. The Eastern Conference Finals this coming season will be on Prime. It's not going to be on regular TV.
That's crazy. Now, real quick, I'm looking. I just picked a random album.
Okay.
But it does have She's Gone on it. So, Abandoned Luncheonette.
Okay.
They write, several are just Oates. And there's none that says just
So
Hall.
early days, John was doing all the work and got to sing. When they got into the 80s and they changed the sound a little bit, it was all Daryl and his hair. Oates was just in the background playing the bass, just nodding his head with his mustache and his
Well, let's go to the album.
His curly mullet.
The album Daryl Hall and John Oates, which has Sarah Smile.
Yeah.
There's a lot of songs written just by Oates also.
Yeah. Check the 80s now. Go to what it was.
What was Sarah
H2O?
Yeah, H2O.
Want to go to
That's a good one.
H2O?
Or even what was
All right,
that,
here's
Out of Touch?
H2O. H2O as Man-Eater, you may have heard of it.
Oh, boy.
And Family Man.
Oh, boy.
Which is a song I could break down for an hour.
Really?
Right. But they're
Family
all,
Man?
these are all
I mean,
hits.
Family Man.
Leave her alone.
No, leave me alone. I'm a family man.
Yeah.
But if you tempt me
My
too
bark-
much, my bark, look, he wants to flirt.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But listen,
he's all
I'm
in.
warning you.
Yeah.
You keep flirting back, I'm having sex with you.
Yeah. It's almost like
It's a crazy song.
it's literally, and it'll be your fault.
And it'll be your fault. And by the way, it's your fault. I can only do so
80s,
much.
right?
It's so 80s.
It's
I'm
so
a family
80s.
man.
Like, listen,
I'm trying to do the right
I don't want
thing.
to do this, but don't make me do it.
I-
And
I-
if I do, it's your fault.
You
Don't
know,
blame me.
You know, I'm a man. Anyways, that one, the writers, very split. And, Man-Eater is both, plus Sarah Allen, another name on there. Family Man has a bunch of names. None of them are Hall or Oates.
So someone brought it to them.
Yeah, that is not their record. So my conversation is not with them.
All right, but just real quick.
It seems pretty split.
Rich Girl.
It's a big one.
All right. Just
Such a good
Hall.
song.
Kiss on my list. Hall and someone, Jonna Allen.
Right, one-on-one is just Hall. That's a big one.
All right, Private
One-on-one
Eyes.
might be-
One-on-one's a smash.
Yeah,
and that's
that might be
Private
one.
Eyes, both.
Okay, there you go.
All right, so these are the monsters. All right. I can't go for that.
Oh, that now we're talking big time.
Both.
Who did the music though? Because the music is
that's
absolute
incredible.
banger.
Out of Touch.
How about Out of Touch? It's
Both.
I'm good.
both.
I'm good.
You're good on Out of Touch?
Do not like that song.
Man,
Are you serious?
I love it.
No.
Both.
Sorry. Listen,
I'm hurt by Allen.
I'm being honest.
Are you into Out of Touch, Don?
I'm a
love it.
I don't love it.
Love it.
It looks like
I don't know. You know, now that I think about it, it's weird that I love it that much. Like, I can't explain why. I just think it's an awesome.
I think they've had so many other better songs than that one. That look, would I put it on my Hall & Oates playlist? Yeah, but would I skip? Yes, I would skip. By the way, this is riveting, really current event type music conversation.
Yeah.
Like
By the way, no. For the record,
you never know what's going to happen.
For the record, we're not the only ones who. No one feels like talking about music current events. Okay, everyone's living in the music past.
You think it's always in the past?
These days, I think
there's nothing new that's getting
no.
anybody.
They're the big stars.
Cat's Eye.
You
You're
have
not
the
feeling
big stars, and then there's a huge drop off, and people don't care. I feel that's my personal opinion.
I need your opinion on Cat's Eye.
I don't know Cat's Eye. What's Cat's Eye?
Again, Maya, if she's a few years older, you're going to have like this life of
What's
music.
Cat's Eye?
Cat's Eye is like a
you know what this is, Don?
A put together K-pop style, but they really more like global pop because they're from all over the world.
Or they're picked from different countries.
It's just like really
wow.
It's like 11, 12, 13-year-old girl music, and it's
God bless.
There's dances to it, the whole thing.
But, the dances too.
Oh yeah.
But you're right. It might have just been the perception because Daryl Hall's got that. I forget what the name of the show is. Where he brings other
Daryl's House.
Yeah, Daryl's
right?
House.
Yeah.
He seemed to be more involved with the interviews. Seemed to take a little more control. And then you hear. I think you had told me like how respected he is. Like even in the black community for music, as far as like from a soul perspective.
Well, he's a blue-eyed soul guy.
But they both are.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I just always felt like for whatever reason, and maybe this is just. It always felt like he felt more important.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that was just a case of because Daryl was a little bit more outspoken. He was more upfront in the interviews.
Name is first.
And that might have a lot to do with it. I don't know. But they're not playing anymore. They might have gotten all of their...
I bet they'll play again.
Well, listen, I'm sure somebody will offer them money to play. And if it's enough,
But you start running, it starts getting a little long in the tooth. You got to start getting this thing.
Thing is, though, Daryl could just go somewhere and do a show. He could show up at Webster Hall and just be like, I'm going to play.
It's tougher for Oates.
Oates is like...
It's such a good point, isn't it? It's not, and no one even knows the divide of who,
Art
what.
Garfunkel could go somewhere and do a show.
Yes.
Paul Simon could go somewhere and do a show. People will come. Oates might be like...
It's tough.
Asking people to come. Might have friends and family in the crowd.
I don't like all this besmirching of Oates. But it's feeling like Oates besmirching.
Hall is 79, Oates is 78.
It's time. It's time. The time is now.
It's getting there.
All right. Calls on Hall and Oates. The Yankees. I want to get into the Mets as well.
You mean like how PCA is definitely one that got away? Remember your forever Mets stuff?
Oh, I know.
This dude. Did you see him? Lead off and a walk-off?
Yeah.
Damn.
And they're playing very well. Probably one of the only teams that are hotter than the Mets right now. Don on a Rosenberg, take you up until 6:30. Then it's Mets baseball on ESPN New York.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com. That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
This is Carlin on ESPN New York.
John Boy, it's a 45-46 game stretch where the Yankees averaging 3.3 runs.
It's hard, especially with Stan Bellinger and Judge out, because the lineup needs that firepower up top. We don't have a 1 through 5. You're asking guys take at bats and say, hey, we don't need you to hit them. We just need you to find your pitch and hit it. Instead, they're being asked to do the other thing, which is kind of setting them up for even more failure.
Chris Carlin, weekdays at 10 a.m. on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
When you manage an active facility, disruption is not an option. Tricon Construction specializes in healthcare, commercial, and industrial environments where work needs to happen without shutting operations down. That takes detailed planning, clear communication, and safe, disciplined execution. Because when patients are inside, tenants are working, or production has to keep moving, every decision matters. Tricon understands how to work around your business professionally, safely, and efficiently. For complex work inside active facilities, choose Tricon Construction. Visit triconbuilds.com. That's triconbuilds.com.
Hey guys, it's Peter Rosenberg. And listen, you know me. I'm always honest about what's going on with my life. And recently, I've just been dealing with some nagging pain that I finally decided I wasn't going to ignore anymore. So I ran into my guy, Dr. Jay Shah at Samwell Pain. Decided to set a meeting. And after we talked, I understood why so many people recommend him. He's Ivy League trained, all right? He's the real deal. He's double board certified, and he takes a non-surgical approach to helping people get back to living their lives. If pain is keeping you from enjoying your summer, don't just live with it. Go check out Samwell Pain. Visit SamwellPain.com. Trust me.
This is the DiPietro and Rothenberg Rewind.
I was under the impression that yesterday was Giants Day at the station, and every show got different members of the Giants but us.
That's right.
I can only look at this and assume it's me. It's the only possible answer. And maybe I turn them off. And you'd think that maybe I'd be like, you know what, maybe I don't love them. You know what? Now I love them more.
Oh, no.
You know what it's like? It's like that girl that you have such a crush and you want to go on a date with her so bad, and she gives you the Heisman, and your guys are like, now you done? No. Now I'm doubling down. Now I really love them.
I think the problem might be you scared them.
I think that's very possible.
I think that the way you just described it, I think there's a real chance you frighten them.
Morning Start with DiPietro and Rothenberg. Weekdays from 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Rich Eisen here with some advice. If high-interest credit card debt is grinding you down, it might be time to call an audible with a SoFi personal loan. It consolidates your debt into one low monthly payment with no fees required. And with as soon as the same-day funding, you can make the right play fast. Call an audible on your debt today at SoFi.com/debtplay. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891. Fast funds terms apply at SoFi.com/debtplay.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Hey, Albert, can you help us plan and budget for a bathroom renovation?
I certainly can. Let me review your finances.
Who are you talking to?
Albert, my AI financial assistant that I can access right in the app. It automates all things finance, moves money, pays bills, creates personalized alerts, finds savings, and so much more.
Your bathroom renovation financial plan is ready. I found cash you can put aside, and to cover the rest, Albert can get you up to $10,000 fast.
Can you find contractors nearby within our budget?
Here's a list of contractors. Would you like help requesting a $10,000 loan for your bathroom renovation?
Yes! Download the Albert app and use promo code CLEAR to access Genius. Plus, get up to $10,000 for whatever you need. Just download the Albert app right now and use promo code CLEAR to get up to $10,000. That's promo code CLEAR.
One 1-800-919-3776. Just a vibe on the Yankees and the Mets. Listen, can Green all of a sudden manage his way into being the full-time guy, dropping the interim? They won again last night. So they've won, 10 of their last 13. I think they've won 5 in a row. But I don't know if you saw this, Alan. I was listening to it because I was still driving home. It was the top of the first inning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if you saw this or heard about it. The Padres had 4 hits in the top of the first inning and didn't score. That's the first time that's happened since 2015. It happened in an Astro-Ranger game.
Yeah.
But in that game...
And why didn't they score?
Because somebody got a base hit and tried to make it into a double, got thrown out.
Because you have a kid in the outfield with an absolute gun.
Threw 2 runners out at the plate.
2 assists.
No cutoff man. Bang, bang. Yeah. I mean, it was...
he's got a gun.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was really just something to see. 4 hits, no runs. And I went to the Met game on Sunday, and I went and saw Howie and Keith Rad and Pat McCarthy, and I was talking to them. I did.
And Gelbsy.
I walked in. No credential either. Gelbsy came by. I told him where I was.
Gelbsy was working. This is how bad it's gotten this season, covering stuff. There's nothing to talk about. They had him raking the field out. Hey, come over here. Get some work
imaginative. But they're all saying the same thing. It's just devastating season, so much hope. Yeah. Howie's last year, everything. And then they just have all these meaningless games. But they all said the one saving grace is if these kids continue to play well, that's going to make people feel good about this season, that it wasn't a complete waste.
Right.
So you see Ewing come up and he's doing some things. Benj has been hitting and he's fielding. He had a terrific play on Sunday. The 2 throwouts at home plate yesterday. McLean pitched well last night. Scott's been pitching well since he got called. So there's reason to have hope, and there's nothing bigger. You know this, Alan, living here your entire life and covering teams, than when you see the young kids come up. And that's always gets people captivated. Even in a lost season, people will go to see these guys play.
It's no longer a lost season when you have some young players to watch, and those young players perform. Ewing's been good, too.
Yeah.
Bench has been good. Yeah.
So when the season comes to an end, if these kids all play well, there could be reason to feel like, get excited about 2027, if there is one, that now I could see these kids go out and play. The question now becomes, can Andy Green manage his way into having the interim dropped? Is there a world? Now,
do you want that?
Well,
why not?
2 different things. Here's why I don't want it, to answer your question, is because it was made very clear from Stearns when they fired Mendoza and brought in Green. He was going to be an interim. He is not going to be the manager of the future. He's just evaluating the talent. He's going to go back into the front office. Now, listen, Peter, if they go on a run, sneak into the playoffs and win the World Series, you're going to have no choice, okay? But stick with the plan, all right? There's going to be some really good managers. I mean, Cora could be out there, right? As somebody that you might be able to hire. Everybody says they're going to go to Philly, but listen, if these kids all start playing well, it becomes an attractive place to go.
He might say, like, hey, you know what? I see it looks a lot better than it did when the first time around when he said no.
I'll admit to you, Peter, it's fluid.
That's the thing. Because if you see a certain thing, you will change your mind.
But listen, there's 40 games, whatever, left in the season. If they go 30-10 and all of a sudden finish above 500, maybe flirt with a chance of making the playoffs, I might change my mind. But right now, stick with the plan. But they're playing well. Lindor's playing well. And we got to stop, because this is something else that kind of broke a little bit after we left the show yesterday about, I guess, the picture day. The video went around where Soto and Lindor were like shaking hands and dapping each other, and like it seemed like everybody was getting along, because the theme of this whole thing has been, well, of course Lindor's hot because Soto's back on the IL. So now that's been they hate each other. I think that's just overblown. I just think it's one of those things. Lindor gets off to slow starts. He had the hamate bone to start the year. Now he's feeling healthy and he's starting to play well. The pressure's off because they were sellers at the deadline, so there's no expectations. And now the kids are playing well, and they're feeling a groove right now. We'll see how it ends up. They can lose the next 10 in a row, and everybody's, looking to fire everybody again. But right now, just like as a Met fan, I'm watching them. I'm going, you know what? This is enjoyable to watch these kids. That's the vibe you got. Again, I'm not going to put that kind of pressure on them. But growing up as a Met fan, when in the 80s, when you saw, Mookie get called up and Lenny Dykstra gets called up and then Doc and Darryl get called, then you start to feel like, hey, the team's losing, but these kids are coming up. And then you trade for Keith Hernandez, and then you trade for Gary Carter, and then you build yourself a championship caliber team. If Bichette's going to stay and hit, and you got Lindor and you got Soto, and if these kids are going to play, there might be something here. There might be something. Again, we've been drinking the Kool-Aid with this team for a long time, but I just know New York, no matter what the sport, covering the Rangers, whenever they call up a player, Peter Pruka scoring a bunch of goals. People buying jerseys, going crazy, right? Mm-hmm. You probably have chapter and verse with the Knicks, right?
Oh, yeah.
Young kid comes up.
No matter who it is, there's always going to be the next one. Danilo Gallinari.
Well, they didn't want Barrett to go.
Yeah.
You know, they were crying when Barrett got traded.
Right? I remember.
I mean, they had the one of the most important trades that the Knicks ever made was when they traded for Josh Hart. Cam Reddish was the guy they traded for him, this kid who just couldn't figure it out. By the way, no longer in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And when they traded Cam Reddish for Josh Hart, they were going to riot.
Oh, I remember.
And we're all like, what are you guys watching? Like, he's a kid. Like, they're getting a really good vet. Nobody saw it, but it's just because that does happen here in New York. When the team's not really good, they always grasp onto young players, and they just want to see them become stars. They want them to hit. And it doesn't always happen. But it's a true thing. What I'm wondering, though, is first and foremost, they made the decision they made with the manager was supposed to be a temporary decision.
Yes, it was.
He doesn't want to manage.
Right.
The whole plan, it continues to be, I think Stern said it, right? No, we're sticking to the plan.
Mm-hmm.
This is just interim basis. He will go back to his role, which is what his strength is, developing players. I think what you're seeing, though, is he knows all the players. That's the one thing I think that's showing is you've got a guy that's running the clubhouse and the bench that knows everybody almost on the team because he's worked with them over the years. So there's a familiarity and a comfort. I know what I can say to him. I know what buttons to push. There's some value there. So if there is a new manager to come in and take over, I would imagine you'd still want to have him as a right-hand man, would you not?
Yeah, well, that's where he's going to go back to his job.
But maybe be a little more involved because it shows you that the one thing he's got is he knows this team. I think that's important.
And the kids are starting to get comfortable, and they're starting to play. And again, the pressure's off.
Well, that part
would all these guys be playing as well as they were playing? If all of a sudden now they were a half game out of a wild card spot, and the building's got 50,000 people in it, and people are going nuts. You know, listen, I didn't see the attendance yesterday. I went to the game on Sunday. It was half empty. Now, the people that were there were excited because they're diehard fans.
They're paying attention.
There was a lot to get excited about.
Yeah.
But let's face it, the Mets have been off the radar for months now. We're focused on the Yankee injuries. Football is starting. We just had the Knicks make a run to a championship. Like, the Mets have been out of it.
You know what I'm surprised at the most? And I was teasing you before, but and this is not – I'm not trying to pick a scab. I'm dead serious. I'm really surprised there is not more outrage about – just how good Pete Crow Armstrong is.
Oh, there's outrage.
And what he's become.
There's outrage, especially for a player that you got to make Lindor happy and it didn't work out.
But, like, that might be – you think about some of the worst trades this franchise has ever had. Where would you put that right now, Don?
Well, with the way he's playing?
Do you understand how close he is now to MVP odds?
I know.
Ohtani is still minus 135, the favorite. He's at plus 110.
Oh, my God. That's insane.
Well, this is the risk you run.
This guy's at 31 home runs. His WAR leads the league, 7.7. The Cubs are winning. He's a huge part of it.
But in most, I will defend the Mets in this situation.
I mean, he's 24 years old, and he is one of the best players in the sport. How'd you get that wrong?
I need to do the math. But I would bet you it's still close, well over 60%, if not close to 75% of the time. When you do that, the prospect you gave up never materializes. Now, when they do hit, you're embarrassed.
Right.
But this is
most times.
Like,
but you look at it.
Now, it's 5 years ago. The kid, he was 19, I think, when they traded him, right? Like, he was young when they traded him.
No, I think 19. You look at them. You look at him and hear his name. I know it sounds silly. You really picture this is going to be a guy in the MVP
by name?
By name and look, I'd be like, this is a jabroni. He's not making it.
But it's up to you to see something that says, this isn't how you want to go.
I mean,
yeah, but at 19.
How many times the Yankees gotten it wrong?
Yeah, but they're all get it wrong.
Maybe not
but
in trade,
I'm telling
but
you,
holding on to someone who turns into a complete
I'm
dud.
sure somebody could do the math. I still believe in my heart, more times than not, you're giving up prospects that don't amount to anything. You know, so
it sucks when it happens.
It's not good, but when you get that player and he doesn't work out, and you don't win the championship. You know, everybody brings up the two biggest ones that I always get thrown out at the trade deadline is Doyle Alexander for John Smoltz. Now, the Tigers made the playoffs that year with Doyle Alexander, but John Smoltz goes on to the Hall of Fame.
Right.
The other one was Larry Anderson for Jeff Bagwell. Right? The Red Sox made the playoffs with Larry Anderson, and Bagwell becomes a Hall of Famer with the Astros.
Yeah.
But for every one of those, there's 100 that, like, whatever happened to that player. Right?
But
when it happened, it's embarrassing.
Right. Here's the problem. Is you would trade that off if Baez shows up, the Mets go on a run, whatever it is, and then you're like, well, I mean, it cost you this, but it's okay, you'll live with it, right?
Yeah.
Like if R.J. Barrett ever became like a Hall of Fame talent, like a legendary talent, you're like, yeah, well, they traded him for OG. I don't know. We hoped you win a championship, so whatever. But what I'm saying is it's just because of what's happened since.
Oh, I know.
And how, like, he has skyrocketed to superstardom. And, your franchise is kind of
you're right.
A dead fish in no water.
It's like these contracts. Nobody complains about the CC Sabathia contract because you won a World Series with him in 2009. If you didn't, it would have been a horror show.
And think about this, too. If you had Benj, Ewing, and this kid,
well, listen,
that's pretty good outfield. Might not have needed Soto.
We got some football to do. 1-800-919-3776. Don Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Right now, police are stepping up patrols to make sure drivers and pedestrians obey our crosswalk laws. Why? Because every year in New York, people are injured or killed just crossing the street. So remember, pedestrians, obey traffic signals and use crosswalks. And drivers, yield to pedestrians in crosswalks. If you don't, we will educate you on the law, and you may get a ticket, because tickets get attention, and that saves lives. A message from the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge, or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
I can't believe the deal we got on these seats for the game.
Wow, they must be pretty high up here. I think my ears just popped.
Yeah, here, put this on.
Is that an oxygen mask?
An official team oxygen mask.
Well, I can kind of see the field.
Good, your senses are still sharp. You're going to need them for phase 2 of the ascent.
Don't save money by sitting in the nosebleeds. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Congratulations to the New York Knicks. They are the 2026 NBA champions. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
.403 the big city. Don Hahn and Rosenberg with you until 6:30. At that time, we'll hand it off to the Mets and the Padres. All of a sudden, the Mets and the Padres becoming something. Hard to believe. It's happening. We'll talk about it Tuesdays coming up at 4:30, guys. And I've got one. I've got a few, actually.
Yeah.
Really?
I do.
Really?
Donnie needs to talk.
So I heard this from Jake Assman, who was filling in for Chris Carlin. And he talked about the rankings, the NFL or the ESPN ranked the NFL future power rankings, 27 through 29 of the 32 teams. So I will ask you, where do the locals rank of the 32? Let's start with Nueve Giants.
I would say the Nueve Giants are 6.
6?
6?
6th brightest future.
They're a top 10.
Brightest future? Well, I'm thinking we're thinking upside.
Yeah.
So, like, shouldn't you be...
Three years.
27 through 29.
Yeah.
So, not this season, but over the next...
I'm going to put them... I'll put them top half, but I might put them at, like, 12.
12, and you have them where?
6.
What do you got?
22.
All right. Who the hell did this?
All right. Reasons
Louis
for hope.
Riddick. You may be familiar with his
Louis
work.
Riddick?
Reasons for hope.
All right, let's go ahead.
Giants look like they might have a franchise quarterback in Jackson Dart, and they certainly have a tenured and historically successful coach in John Harbaugh. It's tough to rank a front office in questionable power under general manager Joe Shane, but young stars such as Malik Neighbors and Abdul Carter could give the Giants a strong bedrock for future growth. All right, reasons for concern. As excited as the upside is for Dart, Neighbors, and Cam Scatabo, their availability worries me. Neighbors is coming off a significant knee injury. Scatabo is returning from a significant lower leg injury, and Dart has to modify his play style by reducing the number of hits he absorbs.
Okay, let's. And I love Louis Riddick, but we got to break this down. This feels like it was done months ago.
Well, they just released it today, so you got to own the now.
I'm just saying, Reese is already jumping off the page as somebody that you feel like is going to be a game wrecker, right?
I mean,
no, come on. Like, everybody is just salivating about this kid's potential, what he could be. That already projects forward as, hey, this team, this defense could be a lot better. You already have Carter, who he mentioned, right? He's not going anywhere. I'm really surprised.
That's very low.
I'm really surprised it's that low. They have some potential weapons, and that defense is going to be nasty up front. But he's concerned about availability. That makes sense because 3 guys he named all have a tendency to get hurt.
Now, obviously, he's really looking at the players on the roster now.
But you have to include Reese, don't you?
But would floor? Well, he didn't include him.
He should have.
Well, the thing that floors me, and he puts numbers up. So overall roster, excluding quarterback, 70.5, which ranks them 29th. They put the quarterback at 80.25, which ranks them 18th. This is the one that blows me away. Coaching, 84.25, ranking them 14th. You telling me this coaching staff is in the middle of the pack, and the front office ranked as dead last, 32. Which I can understand because Shane's coming back from the previous regime.
It is fair, yeah.
But
I was assuming that with the level of belief in Dart, Neighbors getting healthy, getting an on-the-come sort of tight end in likely.
Who's still fairly young. Right.
Yeah, he's 4 years in.
Yeah.
You know, they may have stumbled into...
I guess this will be 5th year, right?
Yeah. Maybe stumbled into a real... 6'5" stud in Fields. I just thought like offensive, plus a good running back room like we talked about. Even if Scatabo, I'm not a believer in Scatabo the way others are.
Andrew Thomas is still. I know he's been in the league for 7 years, but isn't he also like
that's prime of your life if you're a lineman.
But also maybe I'm overrating it. But you just got John Harbaugh. Just the presence of a competent head coach is going to put
over the next 3 years.
Wouldn't that be the number one thing? You look at it and go, well, they got John Harbaugh. They're going to be better.
Well, for the record, I'm guessing here, and I'm speaking out of school. Riddick, who did this, at least from what I saw, I'm pretty sure it was him who did all of it. Oh no, it's not. It's several. It's Aaron Schatz, Ben Solak, Louis Riddick, and Seth Walder. What they're telling you,
okay,
I think, Don. and I can't speak to everybody's credentials, but these are guys who are obviously close to it. I don't think they see the Harbaugh thing as necessarily as exciting a thing for the future
I think
as casuals do.
I think everybody
relative casual.
No, it's a good point because I think, Donnie, everybody in the NFL respects John, but is now waiting to see what happens in Baltimore. And that will tell you, was it John or was it Lamar?
But this is
and is it just Baltimore?
But wait a minute.
Which has always been Baltimore.
But wait a minute. He had success before Lamar.
He did.
Right? He won a Super Bowl with Joe Flacco.
Yes, he did.
Now, I'm not trying to throw shade at Joe Flacco. I'm just saying that he won before Jackson.
But the argument is he picked up a culture.
Well, that was Bart Scott's argument always.
And
that Billick set this dude,
Newsom set that.
Well, of course. Well, and Phil Jackson had Shaq and Kobe, okay, and Pippen and Jordan in Chicago. Everybody's going to have, every great coach is going to have something that kind of set them up and help them. You don't think that the culture, when Jimmy Johnson came to Dallas, things had fallen apart under Tom Landry, but there was a culture there that once you got the coaching back, it all kind of came together. This is a coaching league. I'm just a little surprised that John Harbaugh is not getting a little bit more respect. When you add a coach, something the Giants have not really had, honestly, since Tom Coughlin. That to me is the biggest. That's the headline.
I agree.
And people are going to want to play for him, and the Giants become a destination again. So even if you underrate the quarterback and say, well, Neighbors is hurt, and Thomas is getting hurt, but you now have a grown-up in the room coaching the team, and all he did in Baltimore is have winning records.
I think that for a lot of people, whether this is fair or not, I think with head coaches in the NFL, they want to see either multiple Super Bowls or multiple teams that you've done it with before they fully believe that you being there is an instant culture changer. Like Harbaugh, yes, it worked out in one place with one Super Bowl. Otherwise,
a long time ago.
A long time ago, and they underachieved with one of the most talented players in the league.
Yeah, they have fallen short a lot.
Every year.
Yep.
I think,
but you're also playing in a really difficult division.
Uh-huh.
For the most part. And it's been down the last few years. Let's be honest. Burrow's hurt every year. Pittsburgh's fallen off a cliff.
The Browns
sucks.
barely have. Yeah.
So it really isn't the hardest division in football.
But would you say that he's Mike McCarthy? Because you're describing Mike McCarthy. He won one Super Bowl in Green Bay, and he had Aaron Rodgers, and hadn't won one since.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, he's better than Mike McCarthy.
I don't know. But then Mike McCarthy, went to Dallas and got a winning record and is a pretty good grown up in the room. But he's not one of the greatest of all time. I don't think people know that John Harbaugh's an all time great.
I don't.
I think Jim Harbaugh has a resume that at least extends to multiple different places.
All over the place.
I don't know. Listen, I like John Harbaugh. This is going to be the job that determines his legacy.
You're giving me reasons why maybe they're not in the top 10, but 22?
Agree. I'm with you. I agree. 22
now, that's why I had 12. I thought 12 was very
Well, then where the hell are the Jets?
All right, well, there you go. Let's hear.
28.
You know what I'm going to say?
Well,
other way. You go the other way?
18.
Ooh.
18? Well, you're both wrong, but Peter wins. 29.
All right, now we got to know who the top 10 is. Because this is I'm floored by this.
The Jets are 29. That's
29. Do you see the amount of freaking talent? I know they don't have the quarterback. Did you see the amount of talent they have on that offense?
Well, the reasons for hope.
It's insane.
Muji catapulted up league GM rankings with his aggressive 2025 trade deadline and his investments in future picks that set up the Jets for long-term success.
And his draft.
Okay, except you apparently didn't believe that.
They made 3 first-round picks in 2026 and can do so again in 2027 if they don't trade those picks for a quarterback.
Well, either way.
Wilson, Hall, and Membu, so the Jets aren't starting with nothing either. Now, the reason for concern, I thought Muji did a really great job this offseason in the veteran free agent market and the draft. But does Coach Aaron Glenn and his staff have what it takes to get this franchise turned around on the field? If they can't, someone else will have to lead the development of this young core. So it's interesting. Wow. They put a lot of stock in the coaching talking about the Jets.
Wow.
Because the Jets have talent, but they're focused more on the fact that they don't have the coaching. The Giants, they focused a little bit more on the talent and just completely, to me, disregarded the coach.
I got to hear who. Give me. I need to see who. I'm sorry, Don. I'm just going to jump the line. I'm going right here.
No, because I wanted to get your reaction to the locals.
Because that really look, and you know me. I mean, I'm the worst Jets fan you know now. right? I'm the worst Jets fan.
Well, why the worst?
Because I'm not buying in. I just can't. I got to see it.
Well,
I cannot
here's my
believe
problem.
until I see it with my eyes. I am not a believer anymore.
Right. Well, but here now I'm looking at the list. Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
So tell me what the top 5 have in common.
Good.
Number 1, Seahawks.
They just won a Super Bowl.
Number 2, Eagles.
They won a Super Bowl 2 years
Number
ago.
3, Lions.
What are we even doing?
Number 4, Broncos.
Wait, Lions?
Number 5, Rams. So you're saying
Rams?
all the teams
Their
that are good
quarterback is
now are going to be the best future.
Wait.
Well, you
the
just wasted
Rams
our time.
quarterback is 50 years old.
Yeah, but they have another one. Now
We
people
don't
played
know
one
after one
preseason
preseason
game. He
game.
played well.
Well, apparently there was enough.
But listen, you can't say that about the Rams. I know they got
Don, you
Myles
wasted
Garrett.
our time. No, John, you wasted our time.
This
Let's
is
just be honest.
unreal.
The list is yo-yo.
This is
you,
yo-yo list.
You just named 5 teams that are currently. That's not even
So
interesting.
for the next 3 years, they're going to be good.
No, do me a favor then. Humor me. Where are my commies?
I hope it's
Because you would
really
think. No, listen, it could be really bad.
I hope. Wait, Don.
Well,
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Peter, I'm still scrolling.
I'm
just
still
so you know.
scrolling.
So they got no future.
All right.
All right. I'm going to give you ranges. Ready?
Well, it's obviously bad. You said you're still scrolling, so
They're not top 10. We already know this. Are they the next 10 or the last 10?
I would assume the next 10. I'd be wrong. Well, just give me an answer at this point.
It's at the bottom of the next 10.
19?
20.
20th. I'm thinking about it. I don't have an answer here. But I just want to know. So what's the first team that's interesting from the top 5? Like, go to the beginning. Give me the first one that's not great now.
You know what Louis Riddick said about his concerns?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Here's Louis Riddick said about his concern for the Commanders. Everything that surrounds Daniels concerns me. The offensive line, makeup of the receiver room, big playability of the running back room, and early competency of Blau. Daniels is a superstar. Make no mistake about it. I'm afraid we won't get to see the best of him if general manager Adam Peters doesn't support him better.
All right.
I don't necessarily disagree with all of that.
You agree with all that, don't you?
A good amount of it.
Now, the highest ranked team that didn't make the playoffs last year.
Go ahead.
Is 9.
Ooh.
Okay, so only interesting.
So the top 8 teams
are already good.
were playoff teams last year.
So not interesting.
All right.
Did you look at the top 10?
So
No.
But here's here now we have the bias. I found it.
I got it.
You found the bias
because you know who's number 9.
I can't believe this team is not top 10.
The bias.
Yeah. What is my biggest complaint?
Yeah.
Is they disrespected John Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Where do you think? Who do you think's 9?
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
And the reason for hope, or this was the reason for concern. John Harbaugh was fired because the organization seemed to lose belief in his ability to guide the Ravens to postseason success.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, can Minter do it? That's the concern. Is Minter going to be able to do it? But what they're saying is that listen, the John Harbaugh's damaged goods. In their mind, that's Riddick that wrote that. So it sounds to me like there's a belief
Harbaugh.
they're not into Harbaugh.
And you know Lamar hasn't signed yet.
Oh, so future-wise, you can't even be 100% sure.
That's why he hasn't signed yet. So how could you consider their next 3
So
years?
they ranked their quarterback room 4.
Who's between 6 and 9? Patriots. Patriots have to be up there.
Patriots are 6.
Yeah.
Packers 7.
I cannot believe who's 8.
Texans are 8.
Come on now.
Now the Texans have made the playoffs.
No, year after year they hung around.
It's such a great division.
It's such a great division.
And they've got their overall,
Thursday night.
They ranked
That's
their
a Wednesday.
overall roster without the quarterback 4th, but they ranked the quarterback 14. Now the quarterback slipped obviously from year to year, but they've been a perennial playoff team. But Stroud took a huge step back in his second year.
I mean, it was notable.
It was notable, but
hold
I
on.
did not. I purposely didn't look at the list. I got to be honest with you. I'm so aggravated right now that I think if I looked at the list, I probably wouldn't have brought it up.
So much of it is opinion. No, I think you're probably right. You probably owe us an apology, but
well, I mean,
so much of
it ends up being good radio. Getting aggravated,
but it's opinion. Okay, it's opinion, and the fact of the matter is, for example, I'm looking at the Commanders. They have coaching at 26. All right, well, he decided he doesn't like David Blau. They decided they're not in David Blau. Guess what David Blau has done? Never coached, never coordinated one game.
Right.
So you're guessing. You're taking guesses at these people. What would people have said about Kyle Shanahan or Matt LaFleur? Like, you're guessing until you see these guys get up there and give it a try.
You familiar with the work of David Blow?
We're going to have a lot of that this year. A lot of David Blow talk.
Listen, even with the Jets, okay, I'm sorry. When you have that kind of draft capital, you can't be 29. Even if you don't believe in Glenn. Moochie has done enough that you should be able to respect the front office. But this is what happens all the time, guys. And listen, this is ESPN on ESPN Crime, right? Because this is the company that we work for, all right? We are talking about a list that was put together by colleagues. But this happens every year. Just stick the Giants and Jets at the bottom because that's where they always finish. To me, it's just lazy. That's just the easy way to go. We'll always put the Jets dead last because they stink. They're always going to stink.
Yeah, it starts at the top. You don't
and
trust
the Giants,
owner.
look at the Giants, have been awful for a decade.
Yeah. But I don't like, and I guess that's what they're doing here, is this mistrust in the Jets and Giants to get it right because their history tells you they won't. The recent history, at least, tells you they won't, right? And there's other franchises that you're just giving the benefit of the doubt to because of who they are. Again,
it's sexy.
What
it's sexy.
I cannot understand how. I know the Rams are a very good franchise. They're run well. They have a great coach who, by the way, always feels like he's 1 foot out the door.
Yeah, how come that isn't taken into
You know what I
consideration?
mean? Like every time he's not going to do this forever. He's going to get into TV one day, but and the quarterback is 1 million years old, and they're going to sign. Aaron Donald is old, and so that's a short-term thing what they're doing here. We know that it's a short-term thing. But because you trust them, you're going to believe in it, and you're going to stick with it. Detroit, by the way, God bless what they've done there, right? He's done a great job there bringing that thing back. Dan Campbell, they're going to put a statue of him because they are no longer an embarrassment of a franchise. But is it fair to ask this question? Have the Lions kind of peaked?
That's what it feels like to me.
Like, was that
is Goff going to be the quarterback forever? I mean, he's obviously on the downside.
Like,
the
really
team
good.
is trending in the wrong direction.
They're good. They are good, no question. But you lost Ben Johnson, right? Like that took a lot of their offense. And now you're just wondering, is this as good as they're ever going to be? I mean, really? Do you expect them to keep getting better the next 3 years?
This could be the talk about it because it aggravates me because every time the talent put the Giants and the Jets at the bottom. Best futures, Giants and Jets at the bottom.
Yeah,
it's
always
the same thing
over
and over.
No one's willing to go 10 toes down. Like again, I need to see it with the Jets, but I feel like the Giants have that opportunity over the next 2-3 years to really take a major step back into.
I want to ring next right now, but you got Rings End.
Yeah, absolutely do. Hey, everybody, Alan Hahn here to tell you about Rings End because, as you know, I've worked with them with a project that I did. I got a nice French door. It looks gorgeous. Doors, windows, kitchens, all the things you need to upgrade your home. You know this by now. I've been telling you all about them, and I've been telling you also that you don't do a major project. You want to just freshen up the house, especially before the holiday season that's coming up.
Why not?
Just get some paint, right? Fresh coat of paint on the wall do wonders, I'll be honest with you. And they work with Benjamin Moore. They have all the colors you want, a very high-quality paint. And if you really already know the color you want, maybe you even have like the code number for it and all that stuff, you can actually have Rings End send you the paint to your house. That's right. Like literally order the paint, brought to your house, mixed, ready to go. And in no time, you got the drop cloths out, you got the rollers going, and your house within a weekend could feel like you did a major makeover. Rings End is not a national chain, by the way. They have regional expertise. They have 8 full-service lumber yards in Connecticut and Westchester County. They also have, speaking of paint, 12 freestanding paint centers. That's right, count them, 12. And, by the way, if you can't visit any of their locations, just go to ringsend.com. That's right, ringsend.com.
All right, we got Talk About It Tuesday coming up next. Also want to get your calls on this list at 1-800-919-3776. Also, another bogus list I'm going to give you a little bit later on in this hour as well. ENN coming up at 6. Mets baseball at 6:30. Don Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Mornings with DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I firmly believe I have the coach. I less believe, but still believe I have the quarterback. And if you tell me a team has a coach and a quarterback, you know what? I believe that they can do something special. I think Harbaugh is a really good coach, and he will build this into a championship team.
DiPietro and Rothenberg, morning 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
There are a million reasons to love New York. Making your budget stretch isn't one of them. According to an independent study, Amazon prices average 14% lower than other retailers. Get food, fashion, furniture, and more shipped straight to your building. Plus, another study found Amazon Prescription Pass customers pay nearly 1/3 less out of pocket. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
There you were, surrounded by fans. Everybody remembers the game. Nobody remembers the guy coughing behind you. Till a few days later, at 2 a.m., you wake up with a fever and your throat's on fire. Now what? Urgent care? Closed. ER? Slammed. Telehealth? Maybe, but the pharmacy's closed. You needed a medical emergency kit. These aren't first aid kits. They contain essential prescriptions used for over 30 common conditions. Sinus and ear infection, UTIs, stomach bugs, traveler's diarrhea, and more on hand before you need them. Use your doctor-developed guidebook to select the right prescription or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's like an urgent care and drugstore at home. When you're sick, traveling, or stranded, you'll wish you'd ordered a medical emergency kit. Order online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Empower. Katie got a VIP box for the postseason. She worked with Empower to help her get good at money so she can be a little bad. She planned well and was able to bring the whole family.
Who wants homemade egg salad sandwiches?
Even Beth.
Horseradish? Anyone? How about some tuna on rye?
Oh, strike 3, Beth. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Kenny here to help you get in on the sweet life with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. It's that classic throwback cotton candy flavor, but with 0 sugar and a 5-hour energy boost. I keep these with me so I can tackle that sweet tooth with a tasty caffeine kick and no guilty sugary aftermath. Bring on the sweetness with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy Shots. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. We've got the Mets home later on tonight over at Citifield. If you're getting a jump start into Queens, just a little bit sluggish at the Whitestone Bridge from the Bronx side. Grand Central eastbound, just bumper to bumper heading over to the stadium. Collision by LaGuardia blocking the left lane. Delays there. Go back to the Triborough Bridge. Not an easy ride on the east side of town. FDR northbound. Looks like an accident underneath Gracie Mansion. Packed there heading into the 90s from the Midtown Tunnel. Best of it's the outbound George West Side Highway and Henry Hudson. Inbound George looking good for both the upper and lower decks. Also doing a lot better on the Cross Bronx eastbound. They picked up that crash by White Plains Road. Outbound Lincoln and Holmes tunnels are only about 10 to 15 minutes each. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit MAD.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You play for the win, not just on game day, every day. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
Sometimes you just can't take it anymore.
You're done. I'm done.
This is Let's Talk About It Tuesday.
Hang up on this idiot!
With Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Brought to you by Samwell Institute for Pain Management.
That's right. Talk About It Tuesday. Brought to you by Samwell Institute for Pain Management. I wanted a feel-good one. And again, I don't know if this happens in every section at Citifield, but I took the family to the game on Sunday. And I told you that I went and saw Howie and Pat and Keith. And it was nice that Steve Gelbs came by because my sister-in-law's a big fan. So she got pictures with him and everything.
Of Gelbsy?
Yes. Love it. And he's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
But, like, Charlie was the usher in our section. And he's passing out cards to the kids. And my daughter, like stickers, like Mrs. Met, Mr. Met, stickers and stuff.
Sure.
And then he kept coming down reminding everybody that, hey, don't forget, if you show your QR code for your tickets, you get $10 off food for each ticket.
That's nice.
So, like, I had 6 tickets. So if I go up, that's $60 I can save on food.
Good math.
All right?
By the way, great math.
So, and he's reminded everybody. And then I go up and to go get some ice cream. And he's like, where you guys headed? You need help with directions? He's like, oh, we're just trying to get some ice cream. He's like, I'm telling you, the best ice cream. Tells us the place where you can get the best ice cream. I can't remember the name. There's a candy shop. I was in section 312.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a candy shop just a few sections away where you can get all these, candy, M&Ms, and chocolate-covered strawberries and everything else.
Okay.
But in there is an ice cream. And it's specially made from Long Island. Began with an H. Can't think of the name. And it was outstanding.
All right.
I feel, yeah. And
I think I know what you're talking about.
And but Peter, it was like a really cool experience. Like that we were really like taken care of. And it wasn't because of, working at ESPN. They did it for everybody. It was all just like the fans, like just treated very well. What would you say, Jacob?
Is it Hildebrandt?
Yeah, that's it. I believe it. That's
beautiful.
It is Hildebrandt.
And I just I this was pretty enjoyable because going to a game, listen, the team's not very good.
By section 306.
Yeah, there you go.
Candy shop.
Exactly. And I got
ice cream by the pound, huh?
Yeah. And we got the whole helmet. And I had a mint chocolate chip. And the mint was almost overwhelming. Like that's how minty it was. Usually when I get mint chocolate chip, it's green. Yeah. No, this was
vanilla.
Brown.
It was okay. It was brown.
Yeah.
Brown.
And it accentuated the chocolate chip, and it was just really outstanding. Got in the Met helmet. I got to tell you, I really had a fun experience because I was a little apprehensive going. We wanted to go because it was the last chance for them to run the bases.
That's cool.
And they all wanted to get a chance. So Declan went, and Jalen was under the weather. She had allergies, but she got to go. And it was just I just wanted to give them credit. We beat the Mets up. And listen, I pay for the tickets. This is not like because we have them on our air. No. The only break I got was parking because they helped me out with the parking. But this wasn't like some VIP experience. Like they really went all out. Now, is that because they're out of it and they're trying to trying to win the fans back or whatever? But listen, I just wanted to take the second to say that it was really a fun experience going to Citifield that I had not experienced before. So whatever's turned it around, good for them.
Yeah. I've never really heard anybody complain about going to a game there. Now I know because of the construction, the parking sucks right now. It's not easy. They took away the under the which parkway is that you could park under? They took that away. So there's some frustration about that part of it. But for the most part, the in-stadium experience has often been very good. And the smart thing to do when your team is as far down in the standings as the Mets are is those who are coming. Yeah, you go out, like you would think everybody in that building when they have their meetings before the game start is like, hey, the people that are here, these are our real fans. Like we really got to make sure that we appreciate that they still come to these games.
Because the people that are going.
We suck this year.
Right, exactly. Right. And then that's probably.
I really appreciate that.
And I think it's important to do that.
There was another moment, and I wish I remember the name because I remember the usher, Charlie, but they got the kids club. So we purchased the kit that they gave the kids and then to run the bases. and we also got the fast pass. So we were able to not have to wait online, because I swear to God, there's a line. It goes around the stadium, because all the kids are. You can make the case that the reason the people were there were to run the bases.
Yeah,
it's not nothing for a kid. I would have died to go run the bases at Shea when I was a kid.
Did they slide? Did Marco slide?
No, they don't even let you touch home plate.
They don't let you touch home plate.
No,
what is it? Sacred?
I don't know. They veered you off before home plate.
Jeez.
They veer you off before home plate.
I'd go right for it.
By the way,
Who's
why
stopping me?
Why can't you have him touch home plate?
I don't.
Should have told them. You should be like, listen, Marco. They're going to tell you not to go.
It's too.
I want you to take it out.
Too much.
They
slide
had shorts
right
on.
across.
I don't want them sliding with the shorts.
That's dangerous.
Get all cut up and everything.
Makes her a good memory.
So, but there was a problem. Like it all downloaded to my Ballpark app, which is amazing, by the way. I don't know if you guys have it.
Nope.
It makes I bought the tickets on SeatGeek, and they automatically, without even me doing it, transferred to the Ballpark app. So they were right there because there's no paper anymore.
Yeah.
So you get and we had a problem with Jalen's pass, and it was taking a while to figure out what the problem was to get. And at one point, we said to the guy, "You want to figure?" He's like, "No, we're going to sit here and we're going to figure this out, and we're not going to stop until we figure it out." And they figured it out, and she was able to get the pass. It's like, they had enough people so that he was able to take care of us. So, listen, I'm not used to – it's always like rush.
Yep.
Even though your customer's always right, that's not usually how the thing works at ballparks. And even though the building was only half full, you're still talking about, 20,000 people. So I just wanted to shout out the experience. We're the first to shout out when it's awful.
No, it's a good job by you.
It was. I thought they did really good.
It's the right thing to do. I'm glad
Shout
you
out
did
to
it.
Charlie, our usher. He did a really nice job.
Charlie.
Really made the experience fun. You guys got anything to moan about?
I just saw terrific news here that it doesn't fit anywhere, so why not fit it here and talk about it?
Okay.
Gremlins 3 hitting theaters November 2027.
Now, how do I feel about
20 years later?
20.
What, 30? Oh, God. Please.
Closer to 40.
Probably 40.
Come on.
Gremlins
2 was right after Gremlins?
Gremlins 2 was like 2 years later. No, 3 years later.
They're really building off it. Why would they even go 3? Why not Gremlins 2000?
By the way, it's a great 2000.
Do we need?
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. Why not just call the Gremlins?
Right. Rebrand it.
Gremlin.
Yeah. Gremlins 2 was 90. It was actually 6 years later.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The original Gremlins was 84. So we're talking 40 years ago. Here's the thing.
40.
Why wouldn't you just, even though I hate the reboots, wouldn't it make more sense to reboot?
Yeah.
Didn't you just say?
That's what
you just said.
Thanks for joining the conversation, Don.
You were talking about what to name it.
No,
Well, it's the same. It's the same idea.
It's fine.
You're saying don't continue the story.
Yes.
Start a new story. You just redo it.
Or because I am sure, and I don't want to.
Well, 3 means that
a lot of people in this original they're gone now.
But the kid.
Well, Phoebe Cates. Was it Phoebe?
Was
Cates?
it Phoebe? I can't remember.
I mean, she's not acting anymore. She retired.
But the guy. It's probably the guy. He's now like a dad, right?
Well, I'll say.
And he probably
he's in his 60s, dude.
Oh boy.
Hoyt Axton, who was the one that got the gremlin, the salesman.
How old is
he?
He gone?
He died in 99.
Jeez.
Oh, wait, the father.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, he was old.
He was old.
I mean,
then.
the son.
He wasn't old.
He was pretty old. I mean, he was the old dad.
He was an old
wasn't
dad.
Because the son is like 30 in the movie.
I know, but
he's not a baby.
Well, the son is like a teenager.
Well,
He's like 18,
when this movie comes out,
yeah,
Zach Galligan is the guy.
That's the main guy.
He will be 63 years old.
63.
So he'll be probably then he's getting this gremlin he's going to get the Mogwai for his probably a grand.
That's if he's in it. If we don't even know if he's going to be.
Yeah, Hoyt Axton was like 48.
What are they going to do?
I think when he did the movie,
but he looked 60.
He really did.
No,
48
honestly,
was 60.
And for a traveling salesman.
No, think about but Alan, picture that guy. I'm picturing the traveling salesman
I've seen
showing
the
up
movie
to
many
the store. That's he's a year older than me right now.
That's great.
That guy's 1 year older. That guy's 1 year older than me right now.
But wait, Don and I have done this before. Old or I'm saying like 40 years old in the 70s and 80s doesn't look the same anymore.
It's insane. Don, please look at a picture of him in the movie.
Yeah, there's no way he's in his.
He's
40s.
wearing the hat. He looks ragged.
He's a portly gentleman.
Portly, but like it looks like I guess he's having like 3 or 4 mixed drinks every night, smoking a cigar.
And he said traveling salesman. What do you think these guys were doing?
Yeah, the dad looks old. In my memory, he was old.
Let me see if I can get a picture of him in the movie.
I need you to.
He was born in 38, so do the math. In 1984.
Yeah, he's almost 50.
Yeah, he was almost 50 years old.
Yeah.
But when he filmed it, He was probably literally my age, probably 47 on the dot when he filmed it. And I always felt like he was an old guy.
Well, there's a picture of him there with the glasses on. He's got half gray hair. It's like salt and pepper.
My God. That guy's older than you right now.
The way he talked.
I'm 10 years older than him in that picture.
Correct.
There you go. Look at him.
That's him then, right?
And he died in 99.
Oh, R.I.P.
So they
live different.
He was only 61 years old.
That's red meat and cigarettes.
It's every day. And it's nonstop. It's got to be.
And Johnny Red. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's got to be the hardest.
It's got to be the Johnny Red that he's. It's just.
But anyways, I did think it was cool.
Johnny
though.
Red and Marlboro Red.
Marlboro Red, Johnny Red. A lot of red.
Red meat, Marlboro Red, Johnny Red. Everything red.
Now, Corey Feldman was in it. He's the surviving Corey.
Yeah.
We have Corey. Yeah.
We lost a lot of Corys.
Well, I don't even think Haim is close to as famous as Feldman at this point.
Well, because he died 15
he died
years ago.
15, Don.
Haim had a shot.
I bet he died way longer. I bet it was more like 25.
Yeah, they don't have Corey Feldman's age here. He's got to be he's a little younger than me. He's definitely in his 50s.
He's 55.
Feldman's 55.
So
Phoebe Cates was.
God,
wow.
Yeah, how old was she in that movie?
There was a time.
How old is she in the movie?
Yeah, 20-something?
21.
21. She stopped acting?
Yeah, she retired from acting.
That's a shame.
Yeah, she's 60. She just turned 63.
I got to be honest, guys. Let's talk about it Tuesday, so it's perfect time. I got to be honest. I'm struggling. I'm not going to lie.
With ages?
This birthday, 47 isn't some sort of important number.
No.
But the way that 7 sounds versus the 6 last year.
It's the other side.
It's hitting me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really, I spend a lot of time thinking about my own mortality.
Oh boy.
And the time, everything in my head now is a timer of going, well, where would that put me in X amount of time? Oh, 25 years from now, I'll be 17. And you guys both understand because you're both, even though Alan had kids young, he also had kids late.
Mm-hmm.
So you both understand. You're always doing the math of where will I be? What's the number?
Wait till
and you're
they
hoping.
do it. Callie does it for me all the time. Oh, you'll be this. I'm like, geez. I'm good. I don't need to know.
I don't need to hear you talking about this when I'm 11 years older.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful.
I'm just telling you.
Read the room.
Yeah, but you had your kids about the same age as me. You're not that far. It's basically the same thing.
But
you're just ahead
in
of
a
me.
better place.
Well, just because
take your 47 and roll it up into a little shaft and
smoke it.
And smoke, or do something with it. Smoke it, stick it, whatever you got to do.
How about that?
And you were about my age when I joined the show.
Yeah. And listen, you're a child.
47.
And I say that as affectionately as I can.
47, you look back, you go child at that time.
But just the things that you're into and the way you conduct yourself, you're
thank
good.
you. Hold on.
No, you're.
Did you hear what just happened? Did anybody hear?
I'm going to tell. No, because.
No. Did anybody hear the crime that just happened?
No,
he
it's
didn't
not
go.
crime.
He didn't go because you look great. He didn't say you look great. You have an energy about you. He went because you're an immature idiot.
No,
you're
true.
A child.
No, because I'm trying
to.
Unreal. Well, I'm trying to tell you.
That?
Our program director, our pinhead suit, John Winthrop, who's younger than you.
He is younger than me. Yeah.
Has the stock market channel on in his office.
True.
All right.
CNBC.
Every conversation is just all business. It's all old man stuff. He's an old soul.
That is true.
You're a young soul.
That goes to
you're
Disney
into hip hop
every
music. You're working for the WWE and you're actually into it. It's not even a job for you. It's a dream job for you.
You wore a bathing suit to work yesterday.
You
That's a
did.
great point.
We all just so everybody understands. Peter walks into the meeting. And the shorts were just really
they're short and the color of
and they
them.
had a design.
A lot of
and
design.
Stuff. So they look like swimming trunks. So it's the first thing Don and I thought and said, and you were offended because you're like the material.
No,
and we didn't care because the look you had was, I just got out of the pool. What do we got going on today?
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to compliment you that you are a youthful spirit.
Youthful.
But here's the thing. That youthful spirit. I agree with you. I'm not pushing back. Thank you. I receive what you're saying. That youthful spirit is what makes it more complicated, and I don't understand the number.
You know what, though?
Because my brain is going, no, look at me.
Listen,
this is my whole life is young.
Here comes the sledgehammer. You have no idea yet how old you'll feel until you have kids old enough and you're like, wow, like I'm old.
Because your kids are old.
Your kids, when they're young, look at you like you are like the world. Like you know all this stuff. And seriously, you have that for a while. And then you reach a point where you realize that they're like giggling and laughing at the things you do or something you try to say that you're trying to sound like cool. And they just look like they giggle. And it's like, damn, I'm washed.
You mean like they feel sorry for you?
Yeah, like they're just like they almost mock you a little bit. And then they feel bad.
Don showed me videos of Marco earlier and how old he is. My brain can't process it.
Marco's going to be a movie star. Mark my words.
Well, he's got a baseball career to attend to first. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on here.
Hey, that happens.
He's a baseball camp right now. Hanging with your reindeer games and your little hip-hop parties and your little hashtag yo-yo.
That's you.
Your little hashtag yo-yo.
Did you see the guy that left an NFL training camp because he got a part in a movie?
No.
Yeah. He was in a training camp. I think a rookie. Was drafted. He got a part in a fairly big movie and left camp to do the movie.
And said, I'm good.
And they said, you can come back.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. So he left camp.
Well, I guess
true. Look it up. It really happened.
That feels like an ENN story. I'll look into that.
Yeah.
He must have been drafted fairly highly.
You'd
have to feel pretty comfortable. No 6th rounder unless you really don't believe you're going to make it.
He was undrafted.
He was undrafted.
Undrafted.
Yeah.
But they said they still would take him back.
But they told him when he's done, like he'd still be able to try out.
Yeah, he was.
They like him.
He was playing the role of LeBron James' son on the new Space Jam movie.
Yeah, that was one of his big roles.
Well, listen,
but he was a
got
good. He
choices
played college football.
Hashtag yo-yo.
Now, Mike McCarthy, not the coach, just the listener, tweeted, and I looked it up to confirm. Are you familiar with the song "Joy to the World" by 3 Dog Night? Joy to the world, all the boys and girls.
Yeah.
Joy to
I see the record a lot.
In the deep blue sea.
Written by
Daryl Hall.
No.
John Oates.
Hoyt Axton.
Stop
From
it.
Gremlins.
Really?
What the hell?
Really?
How about that?
All right. That's a second.
All right.
That's a second.
All right, you know what?
There you go. We talked
And
about it.
that was Let's Talk About It, brought to you by Samwell Institute for Pain Management.
Good
For a
for him,
pain-free
man.
life,
Axton
visit
lived a
SamwellPain.com. We got another yo-yo list to give you coming up next. Don Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
This is the Michael K. Show.
The general manager of the New York Giants, that is Joe Shane. Now, one of the things that have been worked on throughout camp is discretion on the part of Jackson to slide. Do you think he's made strides in that?
You just have to learn. You start coming in every Monday and realizing how bad your body hurts and you feel like you were in a car crash, and half of those hits are, avoidable. And Jackson's a smart kid and understands that, and I think that'll be reflected in his play this year.
The Michael K. Show, weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube. Presented by the Parisman Firm.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. Just like the New Jersey Devils bring intensity on the ice, Viking Pest Control brings the same level of protection to your home. And I know because I use Viking at my own place. The season may be over, but pests are always in play. So it's time to lock in your off-season defense. As the pest control provider and proud partner of the Devils, Viking delivers 45 years of trusted experience to keep ants, cockroaches, stinging insects, rodents, mosquitoes, and more out of your zone. And when you bundle pest control mosquito services, you score big savings. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com. Protecting your home inside and out.
D'Agostino, Law Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates. Did you know Social Security takes money out of every paycheck you earn? Paycheck after paycheck. And you're not supposed to touch that money until you're 67? What if you can't work? What if you need that money now? The system is challenging and most people get denied. That's a fact. D'Agostino and Associates has the experience to win, and we win a lot. If you filed for Social Security disability benefits and were denied, let us appeal. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. Bite back means fight back. 1-800-248-3222. We'll fight to get you paid. D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and handles Social Security disability claims and appeals. Remember, if you've been denied, call us first. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino and Associates. We win a lot.
Pros, find the right flooring for the job in Lowe's newly redesigned flooring showroom. Shop our expanded assortment of trusted brands and get up to 35% off style selections, Stainmaster, and Stainmaster Pet Protect Special Order Carpet. And while you're here, save $100 on a DeWalt 20-volt max 6-amp-hour 2-pack of batteries. Now just $179. Get more of what you need faster and save more where it counts from the ground up. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 8/26 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Congratulations, New York. The Knicks did it. Through battle after battle, they dominated to become this year's NBA champions. Day in and day out, the hard work paid off, and you were there every step of the way. Enjoy the crown. Own it, because this year is your year. A part of your legacy that will never be forgotten. So celebrate this moment, show your pride, and shop the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Hoyt Axton, you didn't think that name would come up during the course of the show, but that's kind of what Peter brings to the table, because you brought up Gremlins.
Gremlins out of the blue.
And we got into it.
Let's
talk about it.
But Don and I found another sports-related interesting fact about this man.
Another sports?
Hoyt Axton. Did
There's
you know?
Sports related? No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, just not another, just a.
I'm saying another fact, though.
Yeah, a little factoid.
The fact that this guy was an actor, okay, who actually started out as a folk singer, who wrote a song that became a huge hit in the 70s. He also was in the Navy. But before all that, he played football at Oklahoma State.
Is that true?
Yes. Scholarship.
This guy did it all.
I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, what was his biggest movie? Did you find
He
anything?
did it all, including coke.
Yeah, he did that too.
Got a bit of a cocaine addiction.
Did you find a big role for him post Gremlins?
No, it was mostly all television.
No,
but not nothing. He was in Bonanza, I Dream of Jeannie, WKRP in Cincinnati, Different Strokes.
But like guest spots.
Yeah, he wasn't in anything significant. Gremlins is probably his biggest.
Did some voiceover work,
Very interesting. Yeah, very interesting.
But I just love the fact that randomly, with all this hippie who was going around at, playing at the Troubadour, he also played football at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State, of all places.
That is crazy.
And
Hell of a run
wrote Joy to the World.
Yeah, wrote it.
And wrote Joy to the World. No, nothing at all.
All right. This is kind of a yo-yo list, if you're ready for it. Nielsen's local NFL fandom index.
Now, what is it involved on?
It's just the
everybody
average
knows.
index of the.
Well, no. I thought I did explain it. Did you not? Did you not see where I explained it?
Where you explained it. Okay, all right, here it is.
Go ahead.
Apparently ranks how avid NFL fans are in each team market based on 8 key metrics.
Okay.
Apparel purchase.
Means buying your stuff.
All right. Event attendance.
Showing up.
Linear TV viewership.
Watching.
Streaming.
Also watching.
Radio listening.
That's very important.
Betting intent.
Okay.
I don't know why they would include that.
Yeah.
Social media following.
Well, that's pretty big.
And general interest.
Now, what is general? All of that is general interest, is it not?
I guess general interest is like how talked about are they, like in general? Like if you listen to sports radio, how often are they the lead? How often are they a part of the conversation?
Is it brought up in other genres?
So the index, the highest number is 208, and that belongs to the Buffalo Bills. All right. Nobody's going to question how avid their fan base is.
Western New York and Toronto.
But here's the deal, guys. It's a relatively small market. There's only 2 teams in the market, the Bills and the Sabres. So, of course, they're going to be the main topic of interest. There's not a lot else going on. The team has been very good, and their ratings are going to be through the roof, apparel and all that, because they can all agree. They're all Bills fans. Kansas City's number 2 with 194. Similar situation, right? No basketball team in Kansas City.
Nothing else to go against, right?
All right. There's no hockey team in Kansas City. They've got the baseball team that isn't any good right now, and the Chiefs are a perennial winner.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay. Yeah, what else is going on in Green Bay? Cincinnati. They make no money. They're the cheapest organization in the NFL, but it's Cincinnati. They've got the Reds who never do anything, right? No basketball. So no hockey.
They have college.
They've got a lot of college, certainly, but Cincinnati's big. Philadelphia, now a lot of competition there. That's legit.
A major market with
that is a major
ton of competition, but we all know in that town the Eagles are everything.
And Pittsburgh, similar situation. They just have the hockey team, which they care about, but it's Pittsburgh. Baltimore, all they have are the Orioles, and they haven't been very good. Detroit, that's become something because they've been very good. Red Wings haven't made the playoffs in over a decade. Pistons haven't been, big in the playoffs, right? When was the last time they were in the conference final? 2008?
But you're talking about all the stuff. It's like purchasing.
Right, but I'm saying
love the Lions.
Right. And you got New Orleans on the list, Cleveland. That's your top 10.
The Saints are the whole town of New Orleans.
That's it.
Now you get New York's dead last.
No, wait. Just to clarify, 10 is Cleveland.
Yes.
/ Akron.
Right.
Cleveland. People love the Browns.
No, they do love the Browns.
No matter how.
And that's legit.
All they talk about on Sports Talk in Cleveland. We know this.
Right.
Purchasing, like apparel. Yes, we know they show up to every game. They're consuming the Browns. Or is it just the NFL? Is it the Browns or is it the NFL? It's NFL fandom. So people really love football in Cleveland.
Yeah.
All right, that's what's going on there. Okay.
They love and again, that's
so
legit.
Cleveland is considered a top 10 market when it comes to fan
and I'm not surprised by that.
Okay.
But now New York comes in dead last, the 30th.
30th for everybody's wondering.
85. So top is Buffalo at 208 and New York is at 85.
Yeah.
Well, let's take into consideration. All right. Now you got 2 teams.
LA is 29, by the way, just to be clear.
But again, same
major
thing.
Market.
Miami is 28.
Yep.
San Francisco is 27.
Bay
Again,
Area.
top 10 market, a lot of competition, a lot of things going
Oakland,
on.
And they include San Jose in the San Francisco. It's the whole Bay Area.
I don't know. But I'd like to know, does New York include New Jersey? Do they include North Jersey?
I would think it's whatever the market.
But then why does it say / North Jersey or New Jersey?
It should.
Well, it says New York.
It should say
like Miami says / Fort Lauderdale, San Francisco / Oakland / San Jose.
But those are different cities. New Jersey is just
Is
state.
New York, are they saying market, which would include then Westchester and northern New Jersey?
Yes.
And southern Connecticut?
Is that what we're
I would think so.
We're just assuming this.
Well, if it's saying
it's Nielsen, you can't trust them.
I know.
Their numbers are,
I would assume it includes the entire area.
All right.
But it's interesting, like I guess because I understand it's a different state, but they didn't put it's not New York tri-state area.
Right.
They just put New York. But either way.
Assuming market.
The reason people shouldn't get called, they don't care about football. You obviously know people care about football in New York. But you've also got 2 baseball teams and 3 hockey teams and 2 basketball teams. And you know how many people live in New York that don't care? You can walk down Lincoln Center during the Giants could be in the Super Bowl. You walk down Lincoln Center, and it'll be packed with people that couldn't care less.
That's true.
Because New York is one of those cosmopolitan cities, just like Los Angeles, just like Miami, just like San Francisco. There's a lot of people here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people.
Are you surprised by I'm going to give you 2 cities that I'm really shocked at. One at 26 is Tampa St. Pete. There's nothing happening there. They love football, and the Bucs are good. They don't really love the Bucs that much. They don't talk Bucs football all year round in sports talk down there.
Because you've got a lot of transplants, so you probably have a lot of Giants and Jet fans and Patriot
but
fans.
But it's NFL index. It's not team. It's just the NFL.
Okay, I understand. Okay.
So the sport's being talked to. You would think. All right, the other one that really surprises me, if Philly is a top 5, how's Boston at 21? Doesn't that surprise you? The Patriots have been good forever.
But I never felt like Boston was a football team.
You don't think
It's not football first.
Now,
the Patriots got huge because of how popular they won.
They were
because
so
I've
good.
had to spend an inordinate amount of time up there with hockey, and I've put on Sports Talk Radio up there, and I poorly imitate the accent when I can because the callers are hysterical. All they do is talk Patriots. It's all they talk about is the Patriots.
But I wonder, because the Patriots are good
Celtics.
last year, but I'm sure this is culminated over a period of time once Belichick left and they kind of fell off the map a little bit with Zappe as the quarterback. When you got the Bruins and the Celtics and the Red Sox, it's easy for the Patriots when they're not winning to just completely get gobbled up and not care. I never felt like Boston was a big NFL town. Now, obviously, you get a team as good as the Patriots for that long a period of time, people are going to care. But I remember growing up, it was like the Patriots were the team you kind of forgot about, right? They don't play in the city
80s, they were
proper,
bad, yes.
right? So it is interesting. Thought I'd throw it out there. Big 5 o'clock hour coming up. We got Mets, we got Yankees, we got Giants, we got Jets. We've got ENN at 6 down on Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Matters most. Experience matters more. The Allure Group is redefining rehabilitation and long-term care across New York with 6 convenient locations. Their expert clinicians create personalized care plans to help you recover, rebuild, and get back to what matters most. From short-term rehab to long-term care, Allure is committed to comfort, dignity, and results. To learn more, visit allurecare.com. The Allure Group, where care meets compassion.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 877-CARS-4-KIDS to speak to a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Go to carsforkids.org now or call 877-CARS-4-KIDS to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. We've got the Mets home later on tonight over at Citifield. If you're getting a jump start into Queens, just a little bit sluggish at the Whitestone Bridge from the Bronx side. Grand Central eastbound, just bumper to bumper heading over to the stadium. Collision by LaGuardia blocking the left lane. Delays there go back to the Triborough Bridge. Not an easy ride on the east side of town. FDR northbound. Looks like an accident underneath Gracie Mansion. Packed there heading into the 90s from the Midtown Tunnel. Best of it's the outbound George West Side Highway and Henry Hudson. Inbound George looking good for both the upper and lower decks. Also doing a lot better on the Cross Bronx eastbound. They picked up that crash by White Plains Road. Outbound Lincoln and Holland tunnels are only about 10 to 15 minutes each. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit mad.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
So I've got this right. Flat repairs or replacement if needed. Rotations and rebalancing every 5,000 miles, all included with the tire purchase. With paid installation and tax? That's the...
Don't make me say it.
I was going to say it.
You don't say it. You back it up. That's the limited lifetime tire guarantee. Free with every tire purchase.
So they're the...
best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best.
Midas, the best around.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been when balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
.503 in the big city. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg with you till 6:30. 6 o'clock ENN. 6:30 Mets and the Padres. So the Mets have become a thing. Yankees have always been a thing, as they'll start a series with the Orioles, who had to play last night in Tampa and then come up to play the Yankees today. They lost to the Rays, so the Yankees still with work to do. Fried on the IL, Rodon back from the IL, so it seems like the Yankees get somebody back, lose somebody, and the decision will have to be made sometime this weekend when Bellinger comes back, and they anticipate him to be back this weekend, that somebody will be sent down. Now, who will that be? Looks like, according to Michael, he thinks it's going to be Spencer Jones. It kind of stinks because he's the one guy that is hitting, plays well defensively. But what else are you supposed to do if you're the Yankees? Right? You know, there's nobody else to send down. Nobody else has any
well, this is
options to send down.
Short term.
Yeah, because September 1st, everybody gets called up anyway. That's why Stan's not going to come back until September 1st. Because then you won't have to worry about sending anybody down. The minor league season will be over. You expand the rosters, and you just go from there. It's not like it was in the old days where like everybody that you call up is eligible to play, but they are eligible to be on the team. Like you're not going to get the games where there's 50 people in the bullpen. That stuff doesn't exist anymore. The other big story today is Najee Harris has been signed by the Giants, and he played for the Chargers last year, banged up, had a really tough injury. But he's been a really high draft pick, really good player in the NFL. And I think a lot of people misunderstood it, thinking this was going to be a message to Tracy. No, Tracy's your RB1, and he's not going anywhere. This is just to add depth for a team that wants to run the football. Now, he tore his Achilles last year, and that really stunted his season in Los Angeles. And so on his rehab process from that torn Achilles.
Yeah, man. So really, it's been a process, but learned a lot about myself. But just trying to get back at the strength back and push off of it. It went really well. Had a great off season with the PTs and at Elite Ortho Sport, and in LA. They got me back and got my confidence back too, and all of it. So man, I'm feeling really happy about it and proud of the work that I did.
Now, why the Giants were the right team for him?
I think this is a good opportunity here. I think the style of play that they're heading towards is the style of play that aligns with me. Harbaugh coming from the AFC North, me playing against him a lot of times. I know the type of style of football he wants, and I think that we align with each other with what type of football we want to play. So I think that just coming here is a good opportunity, and I'm just willing to put my foot in there and help out any way I can.
It's tough to come back from that kind of an injury to expect to have that type of an impact. And he says why he has a lot to prove this year.
I'm most definitely going to every year with a chip on my shoulder, but more so much is this year. I have a lot to prove. Somebody who's coming back from a torn Achilles. Really everything that I did in the past is in the past. And really everything I do now is really what matters. I know there's going to be a lot of questions of how I'll come back looking, and I'm ready to answer all those. But to answer your question.
Achilles injury. Now, obviously, the bulk of his career in Pittsburgh, first-round pick. It's hard to believe it was back in 2021. So he's at that ripe old age of 28 when you're running back, right? That's usually when you start to see these guys slip, and he only played 3 games last year because of the Achilles. But
he's also somebody that was it was during that time that you would draft a running back, you'd run him into the ground, and then you wouldn't pick up the 5th-year option. You know what I mean? Like you would just kind of like let him go.
Well, that's what happened.
In Pittsburgh, that's, he, what's his name before, Le'Veon Bell? Like, this is all they were doing in Pittsburgh.
Right, and it made sense. Made a Pro Bowl his rookie year, rushed for 1,200 yards.
Oh,
here's what I like. All right. Never missed a game his first 4 years in the league. 17, 17, 17, 17. 1,000 yards every year,
Mm-hmm.
including 1,200 his rookie year. Touchdowns, 7, 7, 8, and 6. So he's got the nose for the end zone that you like.
And he was in college at Alabama. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
He was a killer.
And so 28 touchdowns on the ground, 6 more receiving. So, and he's not asked here to be a savior. He's just adding depth to a team that wants to run the football. So,
well, isn't this a good?
I like it.
This is one of those good, like little kind of gambles. Is maybe you can get something. Maybe you get a little magic back, right?
And if you get magic back, Tracy's pretty good, and
Singletary,
Scatabo when healthy is good.
Yeah,
Singletary, that's a nice running back room.
Yeah,
nothing eye popping,
but it's just to have him.
Yes.
you could also bring him along slowly. You don't have to have him carry the mail a lot. But if you have an injury, you've got a guy already in your room who now knows your offense, who can ease his way into a season, and maybe at the end of the season he becomes a bigger part of the offense because he's getting more comfortable coming back from the injury, and you might need him. This is another indication of a team that is going to want to run.
All right,
and he's got the ability to do both, run and catch out of it.
Let's hear from what we at ESPN think is an overrated coach in John Harbaugh.
Oh, boy.
And what Harris brings to the table, or more importantly, to the running back room.
His experience back. I think anybody that's watched him play knows what type of a back he is. He's a downhill runner, physical runner. I played against him a lot. Have a good feel for who he is as a player. Everybody that's been around him, my brother, Giro, Mike Tomlin, love him. As a teammate. So excited for the possibilities.
Giro.
You love Giro. Greg Roman.
Giro.
That's your head coach. Listen, I'm surprised you don't get a sprained tongue saying Greg Roman.
Giro.
What about yesterday?
Grown man, and we're calling him Giro.
What about yesterday? How often Isaiah Likely referred to Lamar Jackson as just L?
L.
Not even LJ.
No.
LJ, you could have had maybe
Can't even
some.
finish it.
Just L.
I'm exhausted. Just stop at L.
I'm trying to make it as far as I can, but L. That's all I got.
L's as far as I can go.
That was of the 3 interviews, that might have been my favorite.
Oh no, he was great.
Yeah, he was great.
But he was throwing out names of players, and it was I needed like a code. Like I was trying to crack the code on who he's talking about.
It's crazy.
Like maybe because we talked about him not bringing up Odell. He might have brought up Odell.
True.
Maybe
We
he just
didn't know.
calls Odell something different.
Did he call him Dell? Maybe he said Dell, and we didn't know what he was talking about.
Oh no, well Odell Beckham, ODB, Old Dirty Bastard. His nickname is Big Baby Jesus. They just call him Jesus.
That's it.
And you're like, who's Jesus?
Yeah.
Well, it's Odell,
yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, of course.
It could have been.
Could have been.
He might have said.
No,
it.
the football players can't help themselves.
No.
They have to do it. Giro.
The
And also, for a guy who is so filled with energy, the thing about Harbaugh is when he doesn't bring energy, to me, it ends up sounding like he hates Najee Harris.
Right.
That audio was like someone gave him an old sock. Listen to the beginning again. They asked him, this is a guy they just signed to bring into the running back.
His experience back. I think anybody that's watched him play knows what type of a back he is.
Okay, I mean, he's a guy. He holds the football. He moves forward, tries to gain yardage. We'll see what he had.
Right.
I'm not exactly a glowing endorsement.
Right. They could have signed Simp Doby.
Yeah.
You don't know anything about him. You're like, I don't think Simp's going to make the team.
Yeah, Simp. It doesn't sound like coaches that into him.
All right, so Greg Roman in football is Giro. In baseball, he'd be Romy. So which is better?
I like the football, honestly.
No,
the Wise is just like
Romy. Yeah.
They're not your
Romy.
In baseball, and the Yankees in particular, every nickname is like the nickname you have for like your 5-month-old child.
Yeah.
Like you just put a Y on it. I mean, they're not little babies. These are grown men.
Yeah, but Boone treats him like he's a dad. It's very protective. Careful.
I guess so. Judgy.
Yeah, but when you really think about a baseball player, aren't you kind of dressed up like you're in a
you're 6 years
boarding
old?
school in the 50s in England?
That's a great point by you.
They're all dressed up like Angus Young. Think about it.
You know Angus Young? Oh, you'd know.
Guitar player, AC/DC.
He always wore a kilt.
Yeah, sure. I've seen the kilt.
No, kilt. Just but he dressed up like a schoolboy with the knickers and go.
No, I know what you're talking about. But hold on.
Knickers. I said kilt. I meant knickers.
Let's take a
the
moment.
short pants.
The short pant, if you will. Let's take a moment. Try to remove bias from it.
That's hard.
What's the best uniform in the 4 major sports?
What do you mean, like just
meaning the overall outfit that you're expected to wear, including everything that comes with it.
So what?
All the accoutrements.
So what's the flyest?
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best look.
Sports?
It's the best look, but you have to include the fact that the ones that have pads, like football, are that way. To me, the no-brainer you want to say is basketball, but the only downside of that is I'm not a tank top guy. So that kills the jersey to some degree.
The pants, not right for some people. Football. Some people shouldn't wear those pants.
Well, the pants are terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be honest about what football pants are.
And now
they're terrible.
Now baseball. Depends on how you wear it.
Baseball's still. So it's funny, Don. Even though you made the joke about it being, I think baseball is still probably the best uniform. Hockey, the jersey is great.
Yep.
But you're wearing so many pads. It's such a thing.
Yep.
The pants are not cool. They're like snow pants.
They're like shorts.
They're like weird big padded shorts.
Yes.
With just socks all the way up your leg. It's not. I don't know. Maybe baseball, like a handsome baseball player is. I bet if you asked women, they'd say a baseball player in his uniform is probably the best put together look. But sometimes, and then in baseball they ruin it by having their 80-year-old third base coach having to dress up like he's 6.
Well, that's what ruins it.
That's really what ruins it in baseball.
Like he's taking grounders.
Yeah, what are you doing? Why, Sparky? Why are you wearing that outfit?
When the Mets hired Phil Regan as their pitching coach, he was 84 years old. Or you see any picture of Casey Stengel, and you're like, oh my god. Yeah. But
if you had to choose one, though,
I'm trying to. I think I would pick football.
Really?
Because I'm trying to remember.
The pants are bad, though. You got to wear a helmet.
Yeah, but if you
every day.
Listen, let's obviously judge it based on a conditioned athlete. Okay, so don't judge it by some
like the picture of Dave
300-pound
Rothenberg,
offensive line,
like Dave Rothenberg in the Giants helmet, where he looks like he wandered out of school and he's confused wearing his daddy's outfit. It's bizarre.
Don't get somebody like doughy. I mean, like a physically fit.
We're picturing a physically fit person.
And I'm trying to. I just remember talking to Ryan Russo. Ryan Russo was doing a Seahawk game in Seattle for ESPN Radio.
Okay.
And he said, I couldn't believe when I was on the field, Cam Chancellor on the field was like a physical specimen.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in his Seahawk uniform, and he's got the tinted visor on. He's just like, he just looked so awesome. Like he was described as being.
I get it.
Like, I can almost feel like when you look at all they get with the helmet, if everything is put together right, it's
the cool. Yeah,
you just look like a warrior.
That's fair,
right?
It's a good point.
I like everybody.
Everybody's
going to look
bad
good.
though, Alan. You're right. Don't include lineman pants because they're not filling the pants well.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. When you're talking about what looks the coolest, we can't do it like what would look good on me. Like you take that out and go with what you're saying.
Yeah, what's the most badass at its best?
And I can
maybe it is football.
Yeah, I think it is football.
And I just don't, and I don't know why, because I've been in this situation for all 4 major sports where I sometimes depending on what I'm asked to do in the pregame, that I have to wait for the Devils to go out for the warm up. So they're all warm. They're all there in uniform, and it's pretty impressive. You see all of them there skating onto the ice, and I got to wait for them to go so I can get across and get to my broadcast area. And I've had to do it with baseball, seeing them all gathered, basketball, same thing. But there was something about, especially if it was like a historical team. I won't forget when I did the Jets, we used to do the pregame in the parking lot. And because Greg owns the place, it's like Woody Johnson and Greg Buttle. He got us a cart to get us to the stadium. And the cart would take us right into the bowels of the stadium. And sometimes we'd have to wait because the opposing team would come out to go do warm-up.
That's awesome.
And to see all those football players. And I remember they were playing the Colts.
Colts.
And, yeah. And even though it's Indianapolis, it's still the same uniform that
Johnny Unitas.
Yeah. The all white with the blue stripes down.
Oh, yeah.
And then
the real deal.
That horseshoe helmet, it was like, I was awestruck. Like there was just something, and just 50 of them all gathered together, kind of going, like all getting ready to walk. I was like this.
Yeah, maybe it is.
There's just something about football, and it's just the helmet. You look like a warrior. You're going out, and if you're just physically fit, like I said, some 300-pound lineman, you can kind of see a little bit of his belly under. That's
you're seeing crack. They get up from a play, you're catching crack on the. It's not great.
You don't want to see that.
The plumber's crack.
You know, no one wants to see
but
that.
But there's baseball players like Cecil Fielder didn't look great in a baseball. You know, he was a big guy.
Cecil couldn't look good in much.
But I'm saying that. So if you make it all even, like the best conditioned athlete, like a LeBron James, right? Guy's ripped.
Yeah.
Like he's wearing like a historic jersey, like a Lakers jersey. Like there was something. That's got to be special.
But it's the same thing with seeing Jeter or A-Rod in the Yankee jersey, though. You're like, well, that's a ball player.
But it's really,
right there.
but honestly, the thing about the NBA jersey,
you look great. Just don't run.
Is because there's
standing
less.
Right now if he doesn't move.
It's the body that's impressive. Like you're going to be impressed because the Laker uniform is historic, right?
Isn't that old-fashioned?
But it's still the fact that it shows all of his arms.
True.
That's what you're going to be like. Look, you can see how cut he is.
But Don, you could so the answer to the question is they all look good. It all depends on what's wearing it, which is basically like what it is.
Everything in life,
to go
every
shopping.
It's every human being on earth.
But I love that shirt.
But what I'm
why
saying
do I hate
is,
this shirt?
Oh, it's my body.
But I'm saying, so you put that for all four major sports to answer Peter's question. What's the most impressive of the four?
You still think football?
Give me the best basketball player, best hockey player. Aaron Judge baseball, and then I'm sorry, it's going to be football.
I think you're probably right. I think that's probably right. Jersey to wear, my jersey to wear choice would be baseball and hockey are the two best jerseys to wear. Like if you're a fan and you want to go to the game wearing a jersey.
Can I throw soccer in the mix because
they got some nice ones. There's some good soccer kits.
No, it's great. You're like a NASCAR driver against Emirates. Like that's what I hate about.
But that's the problem
I got my beautiful jersey. I've got my beautiful Miami jersey and it's got the sponsor.
No, but the international teams don't have it.
That was a nice when you had the U.S. jersey. That was nice.
The U.S. jersey, the really classic nice. Brazil, the yellow classic Brazil jersey. Yeah. The France jersey's dope. Yep. Most of the ones we saw, the red Portugal's awesome. Like those ones are.
The red Portugal one is
great.
I had gotten that for Marco a couple of years ago. Maybe it was for the last World Cup
for Ronaldo.
Yeah, and because that was 4 years ago, so it doesn't fit. But I remember that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, those kits look pretty cool. And I bet those guys on the field look incredible, too, at that level.
They're all kind of fit.
Again, we're just talking about good-looking dudes, man. Just getting up close, taking a good look at a dude, man.
That's all we're doing.
Just taking a look at that ass in those pants.
That's the
you know what I mean?
The whole segment.
The whole segment. Which sports uniform showcases the man's ass the best? You go football. It's no question. Football and baseball. Hockey's not even in the competition.
No.
They got a real big dumper back there with the big bulky shorts.
They don't do you any favors either because with the hockey pants,
oh no,
they've got that like they'll have a black pants, right? But like right down where the crack would be, it's got like a darker material.
Oh no,
right? I guess
it gives
right, but it's darker material, so it looks like he's got swamp ass.
Oh,
right?
No.
It's just awful.
Oh no.
And the stories I've heard, sometimes when you got to go.
Oh, there really is swamp ass.
Oh, boy. Well, that was the greatest story Tony Siragusa ever said.
Yep.
To us, they were wearing the white jerseys. He was in Indianapolis. He Calgary's himself.
Yeah.
And
as it's known.
And so he lays there motionless because if he gets up, the world's going to see the stain. So they brought out the stretcher. Like the broadcast thinks he's paralyzed. But really, he just couldn't get up.
And they bring him out, and he has to roll himself onto the stretcher.
Yeah.
All because he deuced himself.
That's right.
And then as the cart's going, he's got his fist up.
I'm good, guys. I'm going to power through. I just need a toilet.
And then Buttle told the story. There was one of his teammates on the Jets that just had one of those explosive moments. So the trainers all just gathered around with towels and built up a tent so that nobody saw.
Yeah.
And what they do with him?
Changed.
Well, then they changed them. They put up like a
baby.
tent.
They all did a big baby change with a grown man.
Imagine if you're the third assistant equipment manager, and they're like, Peter, grab those, get them to the wash.
Yeah.
Because this is not.
I got to do what?
This is not MetLife.
Pick those up, get them out of here.
Carry Tony Siragusa's old underwear to the washing machine.
Take all this and bring it to the machine.
Because remember, this isn't like MetLife where there's probably a bathroom every 10 yards. Right? This is like Shea Stadium where, all right, run down the first base line, go through the Mets dugout, and then go into the clubhouse.
Right. And there's a trough. Just go in there.
Go in the trough. You'll be fine.
Is there any more troughs anymore?
Not major leagues. The last trough I saw was at Delaware.
That might be a drop.
Delaware Stadium. Couldn't believe it.
Delaware Stadium.
Well, you know what? Speaking because I got to know the bathroom a little bit, but the one in Calgary.
All right.
is they don't have a trough, but what they have in the middle of the bathroom is this big, huge metal apparatus that's got like 10 or 15 faucets and then like a trough of like the sink.
Okay.
And that's where everybody goes and washes their hands.
Yeah.
So it's not like a bunch of sinks lined up against the wall. It's like this big metal thing in the middle of the
one pit.
They're getting a new building.
Calgary?
Next year.
At some point.
Heather, Bobby, hang in there. We'll get your calls.
We're getting to you.
1-800-919-3776. We just had a lot of business to take care of. And when I say business, I mean business.
Yeah.
You mean number 2.
We've talked a lot of number 2.
And it's 6.
We have some interesting news on Max Fried from Aaron Boone.
Oh yeah, we got Boone.
Yeah.
To break up the conversation a bit.
Talking about Judgy and Maxie.
Friedy. Maxie.
Probably Maxie, not Fried.
Yeah. Yeah, it would probably be Maxie.
Yeah. Friedsy. That would be the hockey one.
His nickname in the clubhouse is Pad. Don on Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
D'Agostino, law, bite back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino and Associates, and I know how a serious accident can change your life just like that.
I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and I understand that with pain comes medical bills and time out of work. Let us get you justice.
This is John Ryan, the closer. For over 35 years, our family has been getting accident victims every dollar they deserve.
I started this firm for the injured so they can bite back against the insurance companies.
Our legacy is to get you justice. Bite back.
To get you paid. Bite back.
At D'Agostino and Associates, bite back means fight back. When you're hurt and they blame you, we bite back and get you every dollar you deserve. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey, so call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. 1-800-248-3222. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
There you were, surrounded by fans. Everybody remembers the game. Nobody remembers the guy coughing behind you. Till a few days later, at 2 a.m., you wake up with a fever and your throat's on fire. Now what? Urgent care? Closed. ER? Slammed. Telehealth? Maybe, but the pharmacy's closed. You needed a medical emergency kit. These aren't first aid kits. They contain essential prescriptions used for over 30 common conditions. Sinus and ear infection, UTIs, stomach bugs, traveler's diarrhea, and more on hand before you need them. Use your doctor-developed guidebook to select the right prescription or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's like an urgent care and drugstore at home. When you're sick, traveling, or stranded, you'll wish you'd ordered a medical emergency kit. Order online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
The 2026 U.S. Open Tennis Championships are back, where the world's greatest city meets the world's greatest tennis players. Fan Week begins August 23rd. Experience the Mixed Doubles Championship on the 25th and 26th. And the U.S. Open Singles Championship starts Sunday, August 30th. All tickets on sale now at usopen.org. The U.S. Open. Spectacular awaits.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. We're going to start off in Jersey, hitting the brakes on 80 eastbound over by 23 in Wayne. Late running roadwork in the right lane. That is you backed up to 280 in Parsippany. After that, if you're heading over to the inbound George, nice and quiet for both the upper and lower decks. Heaviest delays to the outbound George, Cross Bronx westbound, packed from the Bronx River Parkway. Outbound Lincoln will run you about 15 to 20 minutes. Outbound Hahn around a 10 to 15 minute ride. Mets are home tonight at Citifield. Also a bucket hat giveaway. A bit bunched up at the Whitestone Bridge getting into Queens from the Bronx side. No relief on the Van Wyck northbound. Still have an accident in the right lane by Liberty Avenue. Traffic is crawling there from the Belton JFK. This report is sponsored by RockAuto.com. A bent tire rod can quickly bring a drive to a halt. For the parts needed to get back on the road, visit RockAuto.com. Find a wide selection of quality parts at reliably low prices. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Here she comes! Surprise! They sent a duplicate shipment to your flower shop! Now you have to pay for 1,000 extra carnations! Also, there's a beehive outside your store! And they're super aggressive! There's thousands of them!
Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise, saving 10% or more on commercial auto insurance when you pay in full.
Also, the egg salad you just ate was expired! Gross!
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Hot damn! Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. The hard iced tea taste you know and love, but with an 8% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real brewed tea, goes down smooth, and brings your daytime drinking to the next level. Just look for the bright yellow cans in the cooler and get ready to dial up the fun. Big flavor, extreme kick. Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted!
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Oh, baby. Don Hahn and Rosenberg with you for another hour at 6:30, and we hand it off to the Mets and the Padres.
It's that great line from Jack Nicholson where he says, and I'm not going to say what he's describing, but anybody seen the movie knows what I'm talking about. And Dama, you were just talking about something.
Right.
Remove reason and accountability. And that's how you create that character. You know the movie?
Reason and account.
No, that's the line he says in it. I just remove reason and accountability.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you later.
Well, you can't tell me now?
Nah.
You want to make him wait?
What do I know? Like, Departed?
No. It's not a great movie, but that line is a great line.
What Jack Nicholson movie was he not?
He was in a movie with Helen Hunt. I'll give you that.
Oh, As Good As It Gets?
As Good as it
There
gets?
you go.
That was okay.
That's what I mean. I said it's not a great movie.
Oh, I like As Good As It Gets.
But the line.
I'm a big fan.
Is his character in this movie is phenomenal.
It's more of a compliment to him. Like, so it's not Chinatown or The Departed, you know. So
What?
yeah,
You mean the movie?
yeah.
The movie is not one of his.
Yeah, it's not one.
Like
of
you
his,
wouldn't put it on
it's
his.
good though.
Yeah, it's not a serious movie in that way, but
No,
his character's very good.
His character's excellent, very complicated character, but that line always gets me.
No, it's a good line
because it's a great line.
Greg Kinnear is good in that
yes,
movie
Greg
too.
Kinnear's in that. Yeah.
1-800-919-3776. Oh, one of our favorites. Haven't heard from her in a long time. Heather Babbles. Where you been?
Oh, Heather Babbles.
Where you
What's
been?
up, fellas? Just been busy, guys. You know, I am not somebody who lays around and does nothing. I'm always moving, shaking, multitasking. There's so many topics in the show today. This is when the Babbles wants to come out.
Okay,
So
I get it.
I love it.
Let her out.
I'm going to reel it in, though. So you guys are just talking about uniforms and guys in uniforms. I think you need a female perspective here.
Let's go.
Okay.
So,
Totally.
All right. Football is my favorite sport, and a fit wide receiver looks great in a uniform.
Sure.
But a guy in a baseball cap and a backwards baseball cap, come on. That's a female's favorite.
Jerry Grody, like Thurman
Thing, I
Munson.
think
That's what
it
you're
Or,
looking for.
or Ken Griffey Jr.
She meant
Griffey.
Jerry Grody is who she was referring to.
Yeah, of course she was.
I think that's who she meant.
I'm thinking of.
Well, I have to
backwards
tell you, I
cap.
think Derek Jeter had the best baseball body.
Yeah.
Six.
A beautiful bod.
6'2",
There's no-
6'3",
Yeah, no question.
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. And then, Peter, I was thinking of you because you made me laugh. And think about this, guys. When you're a kid, you think 30 is old, right? So I'm just going to put it out there. I'm 52, but I don't feel 52. I feel like I'm fun. I'm young. We just went to a concert on Saturday, and Sunday I said, "Oh man, my Achilles hurts." What kind of?
My Achilles.
By the
That
way,
just
Of all
kind of
things
comes up
to
on
hurt
you.
after a concert, the Achilles is not the place I was thinking.
that's
There'd be a lot of other places that could hurt, but not the Achilles.
well, what do you mean? But she's standing
Yeah.
up all night.
I guess.
Maybe standing
Yeah,
up
and
on
I
a
was
chair.
jumping.
And she was jumping.
Oh, that'll do
Yeah, I
it.
was.
By the way, the worst
Yeah.
thing, good thing you didn't pop it.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Can you imagine you're dancing at a concert, jumping up and down, all of a sudden?
Now, what
gunshot.
concert were you at, Heather? Don't bury the lead here.
I know, right?
Yeah, so we went to Beatstock at PNC Arts Center.
Okay.
So it was awesome. It was like some freestyle acts. It was like the Cover Girls and Coro.
you're
And then
dancing
they
up a
had,
storm.
like, this is kind of. Oh, yeah. And then they had Deborah Cox, who was awesome. Tretch was there, Peter, Naughty by Nature.
Sure.
You might have heard of him, you know?
I'm familiar.
So it was super, super fun. But I haven't talked to you guys in a while, but I still listen. I'm glad you're all back together.
Yes.
And I was listening earlier, so I want to take a shot. I want to see if I can guess where my boys are in that ranking of the football,
All right, go ahead.
the list that you guys were talking about earlier. So I was right. I guessed the Commanders at 19. I really hope, I was going to say my boys were 10, but I'm going to say, I want to say 12, but I think 15.
Are these the Cowboys?
Yes.
Don?
Not
Dallas.
12. Because
looking.
I already knew that the 12 was
They
the
are
Bears.
16.
I can't believe the Bears are 12. The Bears should be higher than
Cowboys
12.
are
How about them
16.
Okay, I was close.
16 is not bad.
Yep, that's what I said. I said I want them to be 12. I think they're going to be 15. That's it, but I missed you guys. I'm so glad you're back together. I hope you guys are all done with vacations. And, Don, I just wanted to ask, for the softball game on Saturday, can anyone go, or do you have to have a team that's participating?
No, anybody can go and have fun and watch.
We didn't make that clear. Yeah, you don't have
Yeah.
to have a team. You
So-
can just come and watch the game.
No, come and watch. 5 o'clock is
Come
when
hang
the
out.
game's going to start. Hopefully the
That's
weather
right.
will hold up. And I'm glad you brought it up, Heather, because we've got new confirmations. David LaGreca is confirmed. My brother will be there.
Wow.
Maria Moreno confirmed will be there.
Wow.
We'll be there.
So we've got one of the biggest celebrity turnouts we could ask
Still
for.
don't have a dome, though.
We just got to cross our fingers and toes that the weather's all right. But no, Heather, come by.
Yeah, for sure.
5 o'clock.
Okay,
Wagfield.
I'm going to try to make it.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Good to talk to you guys.
All right, good to talk to you, Heather. Hopefully
she
we'll see you at the
couldn't
Rock.
get a commitment from her, but she's
No,
interested.
I don't think I'm going to see
By
her.
the way, 52? That's a
No,
that's a
I've met her.
huge
She
surprise.
looks very, very good.
Right? Did not expect her to say
52.
she's.
I don't remember what
and-
she looks like, but sound wise,
I don't know if have you met her?
I don't know if I've met her.
I just met her at the Rock. She's been at the Devil games, and
she doesn't seem 52.
We
No,
no,
not at all.
We met her. We saw her at Calandras.
Oh, I wasn't there. That's why I don't remember.
You and I
That's
were
right.
there.
Yeah, sure we were.
That's
But usually you don't hear women admit their age. But you can tell how comfortable she is. That she looks.
Heather
good and
doesn't
she's-
have a filter.
No, that's nice.
That's the thing. That's the
It's very
battle
like
part.
her.
That's the Babbles
That's why we never find out where she is. She won't tell us where she lives. It's always Heather Babbles. That's what
right.
comes up on the screen. So 5 o'clock, Wagfield. So it's 289 Wagra Road, Hawthorne, New Jersey. 5 o'clock on Saturday. Buttle, Lions, Danico, Ian O'Connor's going to be there.
Oh.
Maria Moreno's going to be there. David LaGreca, Peter Rosenberg.
Did you mention
Alan Hahn?
Dano?
You just said
Danico.
Dano.
I think I said Danico.
So a name so nice, you mentioned him twice.
Unfortunately, Bryce Salvador can't make it, but I believe Rachel Herzog's going to try to be there.
Okay. She is?
Looking forward to seeing her. And Dan Rosen, Jared Max, the whole litany of people are going to be there. It's going to be great. And they're all going to just be able to hang. Just please let the weather be. I haven't checked today. I'm just hoping the weather's going to be nice. I was in the elevator going to Flick across the street over at the Disney building.
Sure you were.
And they said Saturday sun, but I didn't believe it. Bobby in Belmore, you're on ESPN New York. Hi, Bobby. Bobby. Sure. Bobby.
All right.
Bobby.
Yeah.
There you are.
Hi, how are you?
Good, yourself.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, sorry, guys. Listen, you mentioned Harbaugh. Before I get to the Yankees, and he has the most fourth quarter losses with double-digit leads in the last 5 years, and I know the Giants had that problem before that. This year, this past year. So I just want to throw that in.
Okay.
And on a personal note, before I get to the Yankees, I'm driving home from Newark Airport. I want to get your guys' opinion on this. I stopped off in Brooklyn. I live in Long Island to get something to eat with my daughter. Pick her up. And I got 2 Scoop Zone speed tickets in the mail on a Saturday night at 6 o'clock in the summer.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm going to dispute those tickets. Is that nuts in Brooklyn? Is that crazy?
It's unreal.
What, the cameras?
Now, is this because Because in certain parts of Long Island, they took the cameras out. But you're talking about you were in Brooklyn when you got hit?
Brooklyn, yeah. And it's a 24/7 camera. I read it. But I'm going to dispute. That's ridiculous.
How is it a school zone in the summer on a Saturday?
Right. On a Saturday night.
On a Saturday night, that'd be the first thing you ask when it's your turn to talk to the judge. Judge, I'd like to know what school activity was happening at this time. That's what I'd like to know.
I know. I mean,
that the children were out on the street.
Yeah, I'm going to dispute with a mail because I want to take it off from work, but I'm going to continue. It's $50 each ticket, but I mean, it's the governor. I heard the governor increased the cameras, and I don't understand it. But let me get to. Before I get to the Yankees, the Jets lost two of their four most important positions on the offense, I heard. So this season's starting like it did last. So
quarterback, running back, yeah.
But everybody should be ready for opening day.
Mm-hmm. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, well, hopefully. Yeah, but with the Yankees, now the Tampa Bay are not the Blue Jays from last year. They're not as strong. So I think the Yankees are still the best team. But my question to you is. I tried to get on yesterday, but now it's different. I was going to say Weathers being in the rotation in the playoffs. He's like 5-0 with a 9.95 ERA in the last 5 starts, and if he continues like this now, the question is, should he be the third starter in the first round, instead of Rodin?
Let's see how he pitches. He's given how many starts is he going to get? He's going to start tonight, right? So he's probably going to get another.
Rodin?
Yeah, 4 starts, 5 starts. Mm-hmm. So if he pitches lights out, why wouldn't he? You're paying him all that money, and if he pitches well, but if he doesn't pitch well,
but Weathers has found something. Lately.
Yeah, and you want to ride that out and see if it's legit.
He's been good,
but there's still 38 games left. So every 5 days they're going to have a chance to prove themselves. Right. It's an open audition, and we'll see. Is this a cautionary situation with Fried, and he'll be back in time for the postseason, or is this an issue that maybe will make him not available for the playoffs? We'll have to wait and see what happens over the next 15 days or so. It was just a theory Michael had that maybe they're just holding him out for the postseason so nothing else happens because they obviously want to keep their pitchers as well stocked as possible. I mean, listen, Schmidt could come back. I mean, they've got a wealth of options here. So it just becomes competition. Who are the 4 best pitchers once we get to October? The last game of the season is September 27th, so we've got a little over a month, 5 weeks. Go out and prove that you deserve to be pitching in the postseason. And that should be a heck of a competition because they've got lots of options.
There you go. And I think that's a healthy thing. And what we're going to hear from Aaron Boone about Fried is also allows you to think that they're going to have plenty of options available.
Because you think this is more of a plan than a circumstance.
It's certainly starting to
sniff that one.
Yeah, smoke. Fire. You know me.
We've got Aaron Boone. We've got Last Call crew at 1-800-919-3776. We got ENN at 6 o'clock. It's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Take up until 6:30. Then it's the Mets and the Padres on ESPN New York.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 877-CARS-4-KIDS to speak to a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Go to cars4kids.org now or call 877-CARS-4-KIDS to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
Hey Yankees fans, gather a group of 10 or more and take advantage of our 2026 Yankees group ticket specials. Whether you're getting together with family and friends, organizing a fundraiser, or entertaining clients, your group will love bonding over the Bronx Bombers. Start planning your 2026 group outings today. Log on to Yankees.com/groups. Call 212-YANKEES or email us at groups@Yankees.com. That's 2026 group tickets. Call 212-YANKEES or visit Yankees.com/groups today.
Tricon Construction is growing across New Jersey, delivering larger, more complex commercial projects with the precision today's developers expect. Because when the timelines, capital, and reputation are all on the line, you need more than a contractor. You need a true construction partner. Tricon brings experienced leadership, disciplined project management, and a team built around accountability and execution. From planning to completion, they build with purpose, professionalism, and pride. For serious commercial projects, build with Tricon. Visit TriconBuilds.com. That's TriconBuilds.com.
Hey, it's Peter Rosenberg. This summer, I made a decision. Instead of just living with my pain, I wanted to find out what was actually causing it. That's why I went to see Dr. Jay Shah at Samwell Pain. What I liked right away was his approach. He takes the time to understand what's going on and builds a treatment plan that's right for you without jumping straight to surgery. If you're dealing with back pain, neck pain, sciatica, or joint pain, it's worth having the conversation. With offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, getting care is convenient no matter where you are. Go to SamwellPain.com to learn more or schedule an appointment.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of New Jersey is offering buy one, get one, 40% off windows and doors, and no payments, no interest for 24 months. Some restrictions may apply. See local showroom for details. Offer ends August 31st, 2026.
Evan Cohen here. In sports, anyone can say they're the best. The actual best? They prove it. That's what I like about Midas. When you buy tires at Midas with paid installation, you get their limited lifetime tire guarantee included at no extra cost. That includes flat repairs or flat replacements and tire rotations every 5,000 miles. That's confidence you can drive on, mile after mile, because the best don't just say it, they back it up. Midas, the best around.
Congratulations, New York. The Knicks did it. Through battle after battle, they dominated to become this year's NBA champions. Day in and day out, the hard work paid off. And you were there every step of the way. Enjoy the crown. Own it, because this year is your year. A part of your legacy that will never be forgotten. So celebrate this moment, show your pride, and shop the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
This is the second Bon Jovi song, Jacob. So what are you trying to tell us?
What are you doing here? Never say goodbye.
On this day, Slippery When Wet came out.
Oh, God. Album cover, one of the cheapest you'll ever see. Garbage bag, sprayed it wet. Wrote Slippery When Wet, took a picture. Done.
Call it a day. Right. We did it.
Isn't
Thanks.
it real?
What's next?
Sold 1 billion copies left.
This.
I'm good.
This was the death of rock and roll.
It wasn't a great. It's a lot. There's a lot of rough.
I mean, I respect the work. I'm just not that big a fan.
This album was tough. This was tough to get through, this album.
What's the big single from that?
I think this one, right?
What was
Say
it?
Goodbye.
It was that one.
This was like everybody's graduation song.
Yeah, Living on a Prayer.
Oh, yeah, Living on a Prayer.
Living on a Prayer is Slippery When Wet.
Yeah.
That's the big one. Yeah. Sorry.
I forgot. And New Jersey came after, right? Or before?
Probably.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed of myself. I knew Slippery When Wet was the one. That was a big album.
Bon Jovi, that song Runaway, that's good. They could have stopped there.
What, Runaway?
Yeah.
They shouldn't.
Runaway was a good song.
Living on a Prayer, they shouldn't have made it?
Yeah.
Stop.
Well,
No.
I mean, it worked out for him, Alan.
It worked out for them.
I mean,
not for my ears.
No, listen, I can appreciate the effort. It's not my cup of tea, but
what was it, Johnny and Gina?
You know what?
There was all these songs in the 80s.
I'd qualify Living on a Prayer for me as a guilty pleasure.
Oh, okay.
Because when I hear it's so nostalgic. I guess I was like 6. It was one of the first huge songs in my life. But like that when I hear the beginning of that song, I really like it. And now by the time we get to whoa, it's tough. But the beginning, the whoa, 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 I do enjoy it. I admit it.
But think about the 80s and all the songs that always had two people in it. I was thinking of this because you just brought the song up, and I heard Jack and Diane earlier today randomly.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, was that just a thing? Like any other character names we could think of?
What do you mean?
I'm saying like
just
Johnny
because,
and Gina.
Yeah. Johnny and
right?
Gina.
Jack and Diane. What was
Benny and the Jets?
Scenes from the Italian restaurant had
Brenda and Eddie.
Brenda and Eddie.
Benny and the Jets. It's not a couple.
No,
because we don't know how many Jets there were. Could have been 50, could have been 7. I don't know.
Sounds like a party.
It's the 70s. Anything goes.
Jack and Diane.
Jack and Diane, because the 80s was 82.
Yeah.
So it was right in my wheel.
Yeah, wheelhouse.
And Jack and Diane was on the list. And you listen to the lyrics, man.
Well, what's it about?
Just about,
There's
Jack
just about
and
a couple,
Diane.
right?
Just kind of being in love.
Well, Jack was having his way.
Yeah, sucking on a chili dog outside the Tasty Freeze.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. No.
And then what?
He had stuff about the back seat.
Yeah,
Diane was
it
in
the dribble
tough
off
way.
those Bobby Brooks slacks and do what I please?
Yeah.
That's not right. That's
no.
The 80s were not a good time.
No.
Well,
no. Well, for
now-
Jack, it was a great time.
now,
Diane, not so much.
the 70s.
What you're saying is very telling.
Now, the week before, it was
That's a lot to
1976. For the 70s channel, it was 1976.
Oh, my God. What you got?
Because we've talked about how, for whatever reason, like the age 16 is in rock and roll's wheelhouse. There's like a billion songs about 16-year-olds.
Too much. I don't like that.
The Kiss song, Christine 16.
Oh, my God.
Dear God.
Yeah.
Dear God.
We just thought it was so cool.
How bad?
Real bad. Hold on. I'm not.
How bad?
I'm
know
gonna
what?
look. I'm gonna look.
You like to test the parameters.
I'm good at that.
All right. While you're punching all that,
But it's Kiss, so
It's Kiss. It's 1976.
If it's a day.
right? So no one had any rights.
She's got me dizzy.
All right.
She sees me through to the end.
Oh, boy.
Well,
that's nothing.
She's got me in her hands.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing.
And there's no use in pretending.
Nothing.
Christine 16, Christine 16. She drives me crazy. I want to give her what I've got.
Okay. Nothing. That's nothing.
No, boy. It gets worse.
She's hot every day and night. No doubt about it.
Nothing. This is Sesame Street. Until you get that.
Uh-oh.
Peter won't be
He
able
just
to do it.
blushed.
And this was on the radio. A top 40 hit.
Well, see, that's the thing I want to point out real quick before I read this.
this is
Because
on
there
radio.
are a lot of hip-hop songs that I'm like, I listen and I go, whoa.
Yeah.
But very rarely were they hits.
Right.
They were usually things that like you listened to, like you knew it was bad.
It was a B-side.
Like it was 2 Live Crew. It wasn't getting played on the radio.
Right.
It was like, this is some edgy stuff.
Right.
Rock, they slipped it in. No pun intended.
Oh.
All right. I don't usually say things like this to girls your age. Well, then maybe you shouldn't. Let's end the song. How about we wrap up the song and you go home, pal?
The producers were like, we're just going to,
You know what?
Let's fade out. Let's
That's it.
shut the light.
Wait, we come back tomorrow and do another song.
Right.
But that was a 1-minute interlude called "Song I Was Gonna Make," but I didn't.
Right.
All right.
Thought better of it. Peter,
but when I
continue.
saw you coming out of the school that day,
Oh,
There you go.
look
There
at
we
you
go.
with the
Now
claws.
it's on.
so hold on, real quick, just to be clear, she's coming out of the school.
Yeah.
You weren't. You saw her
No,
coming
he-
out of the school.
No, he was in the
They're not
windowless,
60. This is
windowless
not-
van. That's where he was.
This is not Ringo Starr, pretending to be 16 in love with another 16.
No.
Right.
These
No.
are grown ass men in
No.
makeup.
No.
And he's saying,
I'm in the
when
van.
I saw you coming out of the school that day I knew. I've got to have you. I've got to have you. So far, Don, I'm not liking where this is
Stalker?
going.
Right.
And you're saying this is light.
Well,
so
there's
far.
one particular line that I was actually disgusted. And this is me.
This is
All
you.
right? I mean, it's hard to discuss.
She's been around.
Yes.
Oh.
This is the line.
Oh, boy. You can't do it, can you? They sang this on the radio.
It was a top 40 hit. Casey Kasem after was like, that's Christine 16 by Kiss.
But she's young and clean.
Oh, boy.
That was the line where I'm like,
but you know what? But by the way, I have good news. I have good news.
It gets
After that
worse.
line, he goes, I've got to have her, can't live without her. And then after that, they just sing Christine 16 for the rest of the song.
He realized I can't
Let me
say
stop
anything
here.
more.
The rest, I'm going to jail.
I was like, there's enough evidence already. But
Yeah, they have a case. The state has their case.
Right, your witness counselor.
Yeah.
On that note, Aaron Boone, update on Judge.
He gets introduced to his hitting progression this week, so I know.
Introduced to his hitting
I think he was in the pool, last couple days doing, swing-related stuff in the pool, playing catch, doing his running. So he's progressing.
All right, so that's the breaking news presented by Boost Mobile. Boost Mobile news is presented by Boost Mobile. Don't overpay. Get unlimited talk, text, data, and $25 a month forever, for life, for real. Switch now at boostmobile.com. So he's swinging in the pool, getting close.
Hitting progression and swing-related stuff. There we go.
These aren't,
It's
as
great.
you know, this is made up. This is modern baseball where they just make things up. Let's just be honest.
Whenever I think about swinging in the pool, I think of Greg Jeffries. Remember, that was the big thing. He would swing underwater. We thought it was the coolest thing as Mets. And
the way he was training.
Yeah. Like you could swing a bat in the pool.
Well, imagine how easy it is to swing it out of the pool.
All right, so Boone, on when did Fried complain about elbow discomfort?
It was after his last start. He felt it on a pitch in his last start, and then a little bit after. But we were going through his normal 5-day, expecting him to pitch on Wednesday, and then play catch a little extensively on Saturday, threw his side on Sunday, which actually went okay. We just kind of collectively decided it's probably best to make sure we get this calmed down and hopefully keep it a smaller issue, which is the hope. And he's already played catch today back at home, so we'll see how he responds over the next coming days, hoping that he can continue to throw and that it's a short stint.
He's not fully shut down.
Yeah.
It's just this is a little something, and we're not messing around.
Exactly.
That's why I feel like
you feel like they're just being cautious.
Well,
let's just get to September. Let's get to October and have a season.
That's right.
That's it.
And then let's hear this. Has there been any additional imaging or treatment?
Yeah, he MRI'd it, so it's just low level of inflammation, as a result of the bone bruise. So, overall good news in that regard. And then hopefully he continues to throw and responds well, and we'll see.
Now, he was already on the IL for this. So, Aaron, is this something that just never fully healed, or is this a new injury?
No, it's just the inflammation's a result of that bone bruise that just kind of came back and felt it on a certain pitch.
So, is it alarming that his elbow flared up in just 5 starts?
I don't know, alarming. Again, like in a lot of ways, I feel like he could, close to being able to make his next start. But we just trying to be a little bit cautious here and kind of manage this thing as we get now here down the stretch. So, yeah, we'll see.
Now, here's the thing. There's 2 issues at play here. One is just this year. Will he be fine for the postseason? Yeah, most likely. It's just precautionary. Go out there. But how about the fact that this is year 2 of an 8-year contract? This will be his second stint on the IL already for an elbow. Like, it just doesn't bode well that this contract's going to age well at all.
Yeah, that is definitely the part that you worry about. Is that, look, a contract you knew wasn't going to age well.
Yeah,
you hoped at least the first 3 years, at least you're getting elite pitching throughout the season and into the playoffs. Now you haven't gotten that. You're getting a guy that just seems to get hurt a lot.
Yeah, and so you go out and win a championship or 2, and then 4 years left in the contract, it all falls apart. You're not going to care.
But Don, that's why
CC Sabathia.
But that's why the timing of this matters, and I bet you also that's why they're handling this like, no, it's just a little something. I'm sure I could just on a couple of days rest, I'll get to my next start. You know what? No.
Mm-hmm.
Because we know that you are somebody that is gonna you break easy, so we're gonna take it slow with you.
That's probably
because we need you in October, so we can't have a little thing turn into something more disastrous by October.
ENN's up next. Don Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
When care matters most, experience matters more. The Allure Group is redefining rehabilitation and long-term care across New York with 6 convenient locations. Their expert clinicians create personalized care plans to help you recover, rebuild, and get back to what matters most. From short-term rehab to long-term care, Allure is committed to comfort, dignity, and results. To learn more, visit allurecare.com. The Allure Group, where care meets compassion.
You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off and to wear a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/therightseat.
Sponsored by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Upgrade your outdoor living space with TimberTech, the #1 brand in premium decking from Rings End. Picture this, a deck that's the highlight of your backyard, turning heads season after season. Now, imagine 20, 30 years later. It's still going strong. And here's the best part. You haven't spent a moment sanding, staining, or sealing it. Visit your local Rings End for the stunning real wood looks of TimberTech decking, paired with the kind of durability that only advanced engineering can deliver. Backed by industry-leading warranties, TimberTech is the decking that performs for decades. Ask for it locally at Rings End.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge, or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks a million, guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of the night. We've got the Mets home over at Citifield. First pitch just a little over an hour away. Also a bucket hat giveaway. Your best ride into Queens. Whitestone Bridge just a little bit slow there from the Bronx side. Grand Central eastbound. Looks like we've got something brewing over by the BQE and Astoria Boulevard. Backed up there onto the Bronx and Manhattan legs of the Triborough Bridge. Then just a little bit slow eastbound heading over to the stadium and Northern Boulevard. Heaviest delays to the outbound George Cross Bronx westbound slam from the Bronx River Parkway. Inbound George still looking good for both the upper and lower decks. Cross Bronx eastbound slows you down with a broken down Amazon tractor trailer in the right lane by the Deegan. Outbound Lincoln and Holland tunnels just about 10 to 15 minutes each. No relief in Jersey 80 eastbound. Still have some late running road work in the right lane by 23 in Wayne. Slow crawl there from 280 in Parsippany. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Pros, find the right flooring for the job in Lowe's newly redesigned flooring showroom. Shop our expanded assortment of trusted brands and get up to 35% off style selections, Stainmaster, and Stainmaster Pet Protect Special Order Carpet. And while you're here, save $100 on a DeWalt 20-volt max 6 amp hour 2-pack of batteries. Now just $179. Get more of what you need faster and save more where it counts from the ground up. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 8/26 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
In a contracting business, you're either growing or you're grinding. Success is no longer about hard work alone. It's about using AI to accelerate impact. Service Titan is the only integrated intelligence that seamlessly automates your entire workflow, from first call to final invoice. Born in the trades, built for visionaries ready to stop operating and start automating. Service Titan. AI for the trades.
ESPN New York is your home for the world champion New York Knicks. WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York. This is an ENN special report. Now reporting.
The very handsome Jewish man, Peter Rosenberg.
We should talk some sports.
Do what you want. It's ENN.
It's out there. It's just the thing people say. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ENN. It is
Ray
brought
Rowe. You ever watch YouTube?
Sure, of course. It's brought to you by our friends at Boost Mobile. I'd like to start off today by saying good evening to Don.
You tangled your yo-yos.
And to Don.
I'm a big vibe guy.
To Don.
It's sexy.
To Don.
No, stop with your stupid numbers, okay?
And to Don.
I don't need to hear you talking about this when I'm 11 years older. Yeah. It's disrespectful.
I'm just telling you.
Read the room.
And to Don.
So take your 47 and roll it up into like a little shaft and
smoke it.
And smoke, or do something with it. Smoke it. Stick it.
You've had a day.
Good evening to myself. I'm warning you.
Yeah.
You keep flirting back. I'm having sex with you.
Yeah.
It was very reminiscent of the conversation from about a month ago.
Yeah.
That's
another sex drop.
Caviar and sex. Where's that drop, Jake?
Remember, it was practically lost. Remember, it took days to even get it back. Trust me, you don't want to be with Mick Jagger having caviar and sex. Good evening to myself. I'm a man. And to myself. Old dirty bastard. His nickname is Big Baby Jesus. They just call him Jesus. And lastly, to Najee Harris.
Torn Achilles.
That's right.
Achilles.
So
That's right.
Is he? There you go.
Torn Achilles. Torn Achilles. Torn Achilles.
I'm a man. I don't have anything today. There's no Keeking today. It's not a Keeking day yet. Where's Keeking? Is Keegan still at UNC?
No. They let him go. He gone.
I don't like how you said that. Clown show.
Is he nowhere? No, he's got to be somewhere.
That's important heading into the season to know where.
Freddie Kiki. It's hard to believe that he was born in 74.
If he's a dick.
Feels like he's 1,000.
He's working with Clemson.
Working with Clemson.
He's a volunteering analyst capacity. That's it. Under head coach Dabo Sweeney. So him and Dabo.
A volunteer.
Well.
Analyst.
I
knew that. Let's go.
I'm going to tell you something right now. A lot of people don't appreciate the services of Freddie Bartholomew Key. Well, guess what? I'm willing to go down and do the work. And if they don't want to have me in North Kakalaki, I'll go down to South Kakalaki over to Clemson.
Know what his full name is?
Yeah, it's crazy.
You would not.
Frederick.
Well, no.
Aloysius.
No.
Bartholomew.
No. His first name is not Frederick.
Of course it's not. My first name is, what is it now?
Charles. Charles Frederick. Kitchens.
Frederick Kitchens the third.
They tried.
They really did try to class him up.
When I was a boy, they used to call me Chuck Fred.
No, they didn't.
Yeah?
No.
Chuck Fred Kiki.
No, I was
That's
there.
my name.
He's all of 5'7", by the way.
Oh, excuse me. So a lot of great people are 5'7", 5'8".
Name one.
Excuse me?
One great 5'7". Name one. Just come on. There's a lot.
Paul Simon's probably less than 5'7", right?
No. But he said there's a lot of great 5'7". Name one.
Billy Crystal.
Is he 5'7"?
He made that up. Some would say technically Peter Rosenberg could fall into that category depending on how the measurement goes.
You're tall.
You like to think I'm 5'8".
Do you know where he played? You know what position he played at the
tight end?
At Bama.
At the Bama. Played tight end, though, didn't I?
No.
He was
a
nose tackle. Quarterback. Oh, yeah, well, that's why I was quarterback coach. Because I play quarterback.
He was a 5'7" quarterback.
Yeah, I was like, they used to call me the Doug Flutie of Alabama.
4 years at Bama.
They did not.
Threw for 4,668 yards, 30 touchdowns, 26 interceptions.
Thank you very much.
On what, the JV?
No, this was a different era.
He won the Citrus Bowl in 95
That's
and
right.
the Outback Bowl in 97.
Look up the stats, too. Your mind will be blown at what the Keegan was capable of. That's right.
You've made all of that up.
No, I didn't. Well, first of all, I don't know if you know this. Alabama in 95 wasn't exactly the same program that it is now, but we did a lot.
They had won a national championship in 93.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
You don't seem confident, though.
I don't. I was there, but I don't remember what.
Listen,
I think it was 93.
The bottom line is this. I'm volunteering my services down at Clemson. Here's what I'm doing as an analyst. I'm helping them out. I look at the iPad. I hold the iPad. If they need me to charge the iPad, I can charge the iPad.
Freddie, if you could just analyze.
I'm just pronouncing it the way I see it. I am a data analyst.
No.
And I look at, I hold the iPad. I have the iPad in one hand. I have a charger in my fanny pack. Which one you need? USB-C original? You need the other old one? You need a Droid, Dom? Whatever you guys need. I got all the chargers in my fanny pack. And as a data analyst, I plug her all in and charge them all up. And whatever Dabo asked me to do, I'm here to do.
What's your wife's name?
Marsha. Marsha Key.
Well, you know what, though? You're in the right
Really?
TV era.
Agnes. Yeah. Agnes.
No.
Edith. Edith Key.
Think Island.
Think Island.
Or Isle.
Ginger.
Yeah.
Hey, my wife, Ginger Kiki. Of course, Ginger. Bet your ace.
You met Marianne and said, you got to go.
Gots to go.
You don't want to be with Mick Jagger having caviar and sex. So a lot has happened in the world.
Tons.
Yesterday, we didn't get to everything.
No, we never do.
So we had some good audio. Bob Sala was actually on Rich Eisen, and he was comparing his new wide receiver, Carnell Tate, with his previous wide receiver, Garrett Wilson.
What's the saying that comparison is a thief of joy? Garrett, for one, has established himself as an elite wide receiver in this league, has for a couple of years now. Carnell, he has all the promise to be a great receiver, but he has to go do it. And, to try to stack him up to what Garrett was and all that stuff, I'm going to steer clear of that one. But what I will say is that Garrett has established himself as a elite tier 1 receiver. And if we can get that out of Carnell, that'll be pretty cool.
Ohio State.
There you go.
I have that connection.
Bob Sala.
Bob.
What's different about coaching in Tennessee than New York?
Keep the main thing the main thing. I always talk to the players about controlling what they've got full control over, and for me, I've got to practice what I preach.
You know what's coming.
And so for me, it's just keeping the main thing the main thing.
If you start an answer with that, you're not really answering the question, are you? That's getting frustrating.
What do you mean? Not here? Which part?
He asked what the difference was, right? What's different? Yeah. The response can't be keep the main thing the main thing. That's not a comparison.
Keep the main thing.
Right.
The main thing.
Right. Peter, what's different from sitting in that chair to sitting in that chair?
Well, the main thing is the main thing.
Right?
You see what I'm saying?
No, but it didn't answer anything.
Well, that's a chair. This is a chair. Am I right?
No, you're not.
Thank you.
Well, that's the one thing that players are always taught. I'm sure he was taught never compare. Coach to coach, city to city, job to job. So that's him just avoiding the question.
Dan Quinn was asked about the Jaden Daniels situation. Any chance Jaden's going to get distracted from all the chit-chat?
Yeah, of course, obviously, checked in with him like you do, but honestly, man, is he throwing a great camp. So, but I haven't followed a lot. I know you addressed it, and I thought that was on point. But for him, the things that I see are just like quintessential Jaden in terms of the camp and what it looks like and where he's at. So it's nice to see him already starting a connection with Steph and Terry and Chig and some of the others, just some extra work post-practices and getting into that space. So, no, he's been great, here inside the building for sure.
By the way, I love my head coach for giving the only no nicknames. Steph is Don. You approve Steph. That's just shortening a first name, right?
Yes.
No problem with Stephon being Steph.
Right.
Terry that's his name, and Chig, that's his name. That's everybody's name. No nickname. No Chiggy.
I like it.
No Scare Tear.
Mm-hmm.
So that's positive to hear. Now, Shams Charania was on Pat McAfee earlier. A lot going on with Shams the last couple of days. Trying to report this Lakers story. It's gotten a little complicated.
Very complicated.
Because yesterday it came out it was over. The buses had sold their final bit of the Lakers to the new ownership group.
However,
then Jeannie came back and said not so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Shams on McAfee trying to explain the situation with the siblings in the Bus family.
This battle that's going on right now, to be clear, isn't about whether she's governor or not. It's to sell the remaining ownership shares. But in her belief, and clearly in her lawyers and her side's interpretation, is that as long as she's the governor, it doesn't matter what anyone else says. It doesn't matter what the other sibling says. It's her vote or not. And it is key to remember, she brought the deal with Mark Walter to the table last summer. And there were, I reported it months ago, and it was reported by other people that there were multiple siblings that did not want to go through with that sale. They believed it was best to wait, that it was not the right time to go through with the sale. But Jeannie Buss at that point and the Buss family, the siblings, there was not a majority that did not want to go through with it. So they went through with the sale to Mark Walter. And now, they're obviously going to fight this potentially in the courts.
There's a lot going on, you're right. And you hear Shams is trying to explain it. But when you're doing like multiple siblings, there's got to be a little voice in his head going, what the hell am I saying? Right? Like, this just sounds so convoluted. The watered down version is simply that
you make it make sense.
Jeannie back in 2017, was able to win a battle with her brothers in court about her being like the final say. Okay? And so the vote that they had, but that she obviously was outvoted about selling, she did not want to. She's saying this vote is not valid because I still have final say. And so that's going to now be fought. But because she already won it once in court, she believes she's going to win it again, because if it ruled once in her favor, why wouldn't it continue to rule that way?
I can understand that.
If that's how it was decided. No, you are the final say. So this might carry on a little longer, and for Adam Silver, it's got to get to a point where he's like, okay, when we start the season, we kind of need to know who's in charge here. Like who's running
right.
the
This would be important.
Donnie, who owned the Chief? Right? That's where we're at right now.
Who owns the Chief? Who owns the Chief? Trade me right, blanking now.
But think about it. Both LA franchises right now are in like serious drama. And the best part is, if you're Steve Ballmer and the Clippers, you love the fact that no one's talking about your story. Because that
Which
situation
is stupid,
is
too.
also.
He had no idea
Yeah,
what was going on.
Yeah,
That was so stupid.
Yeah.
But Michael brought up a great point. He's a multi-billionaire. He makes Cohen look like a pauper. So how could you can't go after him and win? You can't. He'll clog it up in the courts forever. So don't even go after him. You can't win. So just blame it on somebody
He
else.
also just built a new arena, and he's been a really good owner. And so it's just like one of these things where you go, all right. Like,
well, and if you compare him to the past owners,
the previous owner of the Clippers.
It could be worse.
Was he a bad guy? I can't remember.
From what I recall.
He did not have a sterling resume.
I drive a Dodge Strat.
That's what happens when you get washed. When you're washed, you spit out a dad
I'm
joke.
as embarrassed as you're.
As you're saying it, you're like, don't
do it. Can't help it.
No, that's like when
Had
you throw
to say it.
Nope, you just
And that's why your daughter's.
And that's why
laughing.
the kids just look.
I loved her first.
The dads
I held her first.
shake your head and like, yep, completely washed.
I understand now. I'm now embarrassed.
You'll be there.
You know, yeah, I know I will be. Did I tell you guys that when I was in Mexico, I met someone in? We were in like the little, the very shallow kidsy pool. Like it's not even a pool. I mean, it's a pool, but it's
just a puddle.
It's a puddle, with sprinklers,
right?
That your little ones can run around on. And while I'm there, a guy comes up to me, and his daughter, who's a few years older than Maya, is playing, and he starts chatting. He said, "Are you Peter Rosenberg?" I said, "I sure am." He went, "Oh man, I'm a big GP fan. Oh, this, blah, that." Great guy, lovely gentleman. Happy to have a nice little chat about the wrestling and whatnot. But while we're chatting, his 5-year-old daughter takes Maya's bucket and starts playing with it.
There we go.
And so I'm watching, and Maya is my sweet girl. She wants to play with everyone. She sees anyone. She is
friend.
Mm-hmm. That is it. You come anyone, smile, hi, bye, friend. So she just goes up to this girl, not to say, "Give me my bucket back." She's not even at that age yet. She's more just like I just want to play with older kid.
Right.
And this kid's just snubbing her and turning her back with her bucket.
Oh boy. Throw down time.
Now, this guy is like being very nice and complimentary and happy to be talking to me, but not paying attention to the fact that his daughter is being a kind of a you-know-what to my daughter. So I'm not even listening to you. I am just watching my 19-month-old daughter try to navigate this situation.
He's too busy fanboying with you to even know that it's happening. Fair?
I think that's I wouldn't describe it that way, but I think he was, and again, really nice dude.
Sure.
But yeah, he was more locked into our conversation than what's happening. Now, granted, it's not his first child. This is his youngest. So maybe he's also just not as concerned. But at a certain point, guys, I had to interrupt the conversation because now it's like a third time, and now she's kind of not only not letting Maya play with the bucket, she's kind of swinging the bucket near Maya's face.
Oh, boy.
I look over at Natalie, and Natalie, with just the look of an eye, her eye says to me,
"Mama bear,
do something. I don't care that the guy's talking to you. Fix it right now.
Right.
With her eyes. That's all her eyes said.
Right.
And so I had to awkwardly sort of scold this guy's daughter while he's being very friendly to me because your daughter's 5, but she's clearly not recognized that she's a year and a half. Like, this is a big gap.
Yeah.
There's...
Now,
Anyways,
did he see this going on, or was he just completely...
Eventually, he noticed it when I said to his daughter, because he was talking to me about wrestling, so I decided to take in wrestling terms, and I said the name of his daughter, and I said, hey, why are you being such a heel to Maya? That caught his attention. To him be like, wait, why are you saying my daughter is being a heel? But it's in, like, fun wrestling terms.
Yes.
And then he sort of was like, oh, hey, and he still half-assed it. I mean, enough to, like... And I had to step in, though, and go, hey, will you let Maya play with the bucket? And she's like, no. I went, well, she went, it's not hers. I went, well, no, it actually is hers. It's her bucket. I know, I bought it. It's her bucket.
Oh, boy.
Anyways, these are all the things I have to look forward to that I'm really...
It only gets better.
I got to tell you guys, I'm not doing great at the watching my daughter interact in the world. I find it really hard.
You're like hovering.
I'm
protective.
hovering. Yeah. I'm scared. I don't want her to ever be hurt. And I know I need to let her live her life and learn these things, right? But it's hard.
No, but she's still a year and a half, whatever.
It's like, yeah. Is there a point on that you remember it getting a little easier?
Well, because she'll begin to be able to make decisions. You're always keeping an eye, but then you kind of let them figure things out on their own.
When does it start to get better? Like 3?
3 or 4. When they start to kind
have their own conversations and they can kind of navigate, but she doesn't have words, so it's
different when she's a she's not even a toddler yet. So
she's just becoming a toddler.
But still has to be able to communicate. It's not easy right now. It's not easy right now, but there will come a point where you got to let her fix her own problems.
Yeah,
I'm not ready.
Yeah, no. It's not easy.
Well, and you shouldn't be ready because she's not
time.
Even 2.
No, she's not ready.
There is no solving a problem yet. All right, Tyrese Halliburton was on his Numbers on the Board podcast talking about his return from injury being against the Pelicans.
Name any other person that you compare to my level of a basketball player, wherever you have me ranked. Mm-hmm. If they tore their Achilles and missed 16 months, do you think that game would be on national television? Yeah. Yeah. Right? Yeah. You probably think so? Sure. Yeah. Okay. Do you think that game would be at home if not on national television? For sure. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Do you think that game would be at New Orleans? Wait, what?
Oh, your first game? Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. When I saw schedule, I was like, oh, wow.
Tyrese is my guy. But level of we're thinking about where your first game is kind of off of an injury, that is reserved for literally the top 2 players in the league.
I think he's trying to create as many chips on his shoulder as possible.
Has to be, right?
Because
he can't really think it's that serious.
All the things to just get him pissed off. Has to be. Because that's...
Come on. I'm trying to think of a comp. There are so many players who come off of big injuries and their first game is against a nobody and it's not televised. It happens all the time.
Well,
all the time.
He's mad that he's not... Right, they're not Christmas Day.
No,
right?
He's saying the his first game back.
Game, yeah.
Not even national.
Oh, his first game of the season?
It's the first game of the season because he's starting the season.
His season opener is
in New Orleans.
In New Orleans.
Okay.
That is, I will say this. For a team that went to Game 7 of the finals the year before, that is kind of...
Really? So you think that... But where would you put him?
Home.
At least home.
Yeah.
Not in New Orleans. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Like a star player who went to the finals.
Home against the Bulls. Give me a division game, right? Make it have meaning.
But this is they didn't even think about it.
No.
They didn't even care.
No.
Right.
No, but it also tells you market. Impact.
That is.
Q rating. It's a real thing. He feels away, I'm telling you.
Did you guys spend some time last week on the finding out the Knicks opener?
The schedule?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How did we feel about Philadelphia?
It was so predictable. Didn't I say?
Yeah, but we discussed it.
Didn't I say this is what it's going to be?
But we said we didn't love it because it takes some attention off of the Knicks celebration and makes it a little bit more about Philadelphia coming out.
That's what a lot of fans are feeling, that they don't sharing that night with LeBron and Jaylen Brown being in Philly.
By the way, hot take.
Yeah.
Given that, Indiana at New York would have been better.
It could have been.
Tyrese coming back
for that,
and it's the
in
Knicks,
the building,
but it's still you're celebrating the Knicks.
It's like the one dragon you haven't slayed yet.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah,
but the Sixers could open anywhere because it's really just put the Sixers in New Orleans. You just want to see them play.
They're playing the Sixers twice in the first 6 weeks of the season. They don't see them again until February.
But
they're playing the Cavs 3 times before Thanksgiving. What are we doing?
But no one.
Indiana, they play them like
game.
twice.
LeBron at the Garden is a big deal to everybody else. As far as like the opening ceremonies, that's not going to be televised anyway. And the people that care, Knicks fans, are going to be all on it. And then once the game tips off, that's what they're worried about. Like the rest of the country that's not a Knicks fan is not going to care about their
And you know what really bothers me? Is that the whole ceremony pregame, right? We should have on MSG.
Right.
Because that's an exclusive night. That's an NBC game.
Okay.
So we're only, I'm sure we'll probably, we haven't announced anything. I think we'll probably end up
So you
doing
think
a
MSG will have pregame and they would show that,
How
right?
can we not? But
that would have to
But will they let us?
So you're saying there's a world in which they won't let you, but Peacock won't show the whole thing?
I don't know. That's what I want to know. Because locally, the ceremony, the banner raise, and the whole thing can't be a B-roll that they run during the coming back from the first commercial.
Right.
Oh, before the game, the Knicks celebrated. Like, no. Like, this should be a live thing that we can.
Right. And I would
run
think
here in New York.
that would be.
I hope so.
I
don't know.
Otherwise, it gets buried. Then only the 18,000 people in the building can appreciate it.
It's a 7 o'clock.
Remember, there's a 3 o'clock game. Detroit, Boston.
Wait, what day of the week is it?
Tuesday.
There's a 3 o'clock on a Tuesday?
Yeah.
For the overseas fans.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah.
And the after school special, and then of course.
And also,
Europe.
Kofi had said something too about the fact that because the World Cup did so well in that 3 o'clock window, that maybe the NBA is looking at.
World Cup
maybe
was going on in June and July though, but not.
It's like slightly different. That'll do it for ENN. It's brought to you by Boost Mobile. Don't overpay. Get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever for real, for life.
He did data too.
Switch at boostmobile.com. I say data and data.
Yeah.
I go back and forth.
Because we just got a couple of seconds before we throw to the Met game. We lost Bill Rasmussen earlier today at the age of 93, co-founder of ESPN. It's why we're here.
It was his whole brainchild.
We wanted to be able to acknowledge that here at the end
Thank
of the
you,
show.
Bill.
So
we wouldn't be here
peace.
without you.
Yeah,
Thank
you, man.
Bill. Mets baseball coming up next on Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious